Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome to another live stream. We are continuing the coverage here for today, as we do have ourselves, yet again, another enhanced risk out there. Yet again, a same kind of threat we were talking about yesterday. There is some good news though. Tornado probability is not as high as it was yesterday. However, we still have a very, very large chance here for some large hail. Like I said, we're talking big hail, so we're going to need to really watch out for that. But what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. Let's go ahead and see who we have for today. We have Wooly, we have Haley, we have J-Lou. Let's see, we have Zero, PayPal Me, we have Gene, we have Tina, Hunter, Anthony, Frank. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. Glad to have y'all. So we actually are here a little bit early. Because I wanted to go ahead and talk about today's risk before everything really starts kicking off. We're already starting to see some of this thunderstorm activity already starting to, to occur across portions of Nebraska. So, no, we are talking, essentially, so we are basically seeing today's biggest threat is for my friends out here in northeast Nebraska, kind of southeast South Dakota, and western Iowa. So we have ourselves a pretty decent sized threat out here. We're going to go and switch over here to the Storm Prediction Center for you guys. There is the enhanced risk we have out there. We actually have a really large slight risk as well. So we're having to see the pretty large chance for severe weather over a large area here. We are literally talking a lot of grounds, really a lot of grounds that has potential for severe weather today. 5% chance for tornadoes is the maximum. Nothing too insane. Just a small chance for a few tornadoes today. Damaging winds, 15% chance, same as it was yesterday. But hail, once again, hail, we have a 30% significant chance. We're talking a potential here of 2 to 3 inches of hail in diameter. That's a lot of hail. That's a pretty big chunk of hail in overall. So, yeah, we're gonna have to really really be looking out for those areas here for today. Anyways, but that's what's going on. But what's up, everybody? Let's see your PayPal. Thank you so much for being a member for 6 months, saying Louisiana in-house. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to see you here. So portions actually of Louisiana does have the risk today, actually for the northern portion of the state, as we just now looked at. You guys are actually in a marginal risk here for portions here of Louisiana. Actually, this severe weather risk stretches all the way into northwestern areas of Alabama as well, actually. So areas of Alabama, Mississippi, western Tennessee, including Memphis, western Kentucky, western Illinois. The entire state of Arkansas literally is inside the severe weather risk here for today. So we're going to need to watch out for a lot of areas. As like I said, a lot of places is actually going to be, potentially affected here by severe weather. But like I said, we actually have a pretty good chance of seeing severe weather. I mean, literally from all the way down into kind of west central Texas, going all the way up here as high north as southeastern areas of South Dakota. So like I said, we're definitely seeing ourselves a lot of areas that actually does have a pretty good chance here, of seeing severe weather. But anyways, we're going to go and hop back over here to the radar view. Like I said, we're going to take a look here actually towards, eastern Nebraska. So to my friends out here in Omaha, I do have a few friends that are actually here in the live stream that is actually from Omaha. So to you guys, obviously Omaha does have to be watching for today, as you guys actually are in the enhanced risk. That's severe threat level 3 out of 5. You're actually in that big risk here for today overall. So like I said, we're going to need to really be looking out for this here. We're going to need to really, be watching this here overall. So we'll make sure to keep you all updated as everything goes on here. Anyways, but that's what's going on there. Can I check on Winchester, Tennessee? Yeah, I can do that real quickly. Like I said, really the only areas here in Tennessee that has a risk is on the western side, basically just west of Nashville. Also, like I said, Memphis does actually, include this here. But you said areas here towards Winchester. Let's see here, Winchester, Tennessee. Okay, you're my friend. You're east of Nashville, so you're pretty much good to go. A few thunderstorms could be possible, but honestly, yeah, probably not going to see much of anything out there. Honestly, it's looking like a pretty clear day. But like I said, there might be a chance for a few thunderstorms, but not necessarily severe thunderstorms is on the table here. Anyways, but back over here, guys, to Nebraska. Like I was saying, we are already starting to see a few of these thunderstorms starting to pop up. They're kind of a little bit clustered together here. However, a few of these guys eventually, as they continue to strengthen, they might have a chance of producing some tornadoes. There actually might even be a little bit of rotation here towards Berwyn. we might need to keep an eye out there for. Like I said, this is definitely in the environment where a few tornadoes are possible. Yeah, so no, I'd say we definitely really have got to be looking out for these regions here. Once again, as tornadoes, actually all hazards are possible. Tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. But once again, like I said, the biggest concern out there here in Nebraska, not just Nebraska, also western Iowa here, and basically portions of extreme southeastern portions of South Dakota. You guys have a really big hail threat out there. In terms of, like I said, the chances for large hail, potentially 2 to 3 inches in diameter. So overall, we are talking some big stuff being a concern here. Let's see here. What's happening in Memphis, Tennessee? So there is a marginal risk here, level 1 out of 5 back on the spectrum. I'm going to go ahead and switch you all back over here to the Storm Prediction Center here. Like I said, across the dark green, the yellow, and the orange, that's the threats here for possible severe weather today. Obviously, with the highest potential is across the areas in orange, which is northeast Nebraska, western portions of Iowa, and southeastern South Dakota. But like I said, obviously areas here in western, Tennessee, right there, kind of west of Nashville, there towards Memphis, we actually do have ourselves a level 1 on the spectrum. Tornadoes, thankfully, is not a concern out there. The main concern is actually just the potential for some damaging winds, maybe some hail out far west, very, very far west Tennessee, once again towards Memphis. So Memphis, look out for the possibility for maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour, and who knows, maybe a little bit of hail theoretically could be possible overall. But like I said, honestly, it's a pretty low chance of actually happening. Once again, it's a level 1 out of 5, so that leaves you about a 5% chance of that actually occurring. So overall, things are pretty low out overall there. But anyways, that is indeed, actively what we are seeing out there. So we'll continue to watch this. Let's go see. Thanks for sharing this. No problem. Anytime. But yeah, like I said, my friends in Memphis, like I said, you're not completely out of the risk area, as you are, you do have that marginal risk out there. But once again, everybody, if you're just now joining in, first of all, welcome everybody. But like I said, we're really watching areas here of eastern Nebraska, once again, including Omaha. Like I said, Omaha is actually one of the hot spots here for today. Western Iowa, kind of pretty much further, kind of like Des Moines and west. Des Moines, Iowa, I believe you guys are in the slight risk. That's severe threat level 2 out of 5. So yeah, you should still be watching out for the possibility of severe weather. Like Sioux Falls, I believe Sioux Falls is actually inside of the... let's see, Sioux Falls, you're right on the edge between the enhanced risk and that slight risk area. So, yeah, you guys out there, seriously, heads up to you all as well, as severe weather definitely does look to be a possibility. Anyways, but I'm going to take you guys over here for a second. I want to go ahead and take you guys over to the current satellite view. We have a very obvious kind of cyclone occurring. If you look really closely, you're going to notice how we have basically a lot of dry air that's really infiltrating its way into the cyclone. This is an area of low pressure that's spinning counterclockwise. This is the main engine that's driving all this severe weather. And like I said, we are already starting to see this guy tracking its way up here to essentially the northeast. That is why that severe weather risk has gone from Oklahoma and Kansas yesterday to now areas of like Nebraska and Iowa. Because of this low pressure system that's been tracking its way relatively eastward. So overall, we are indeed going to be seeing the atmospheric conditions being possible for all types of hazards being on the table. So we're going to need to really be looking out for that. Anyways, but yeah, that's that. Let's see here. Is there a day 3 risk in Louisville, Kentucky? Yes, there is. I was actually watching that myself. So basically, my friend, since there's really not much going on right now, I want to go ahead and show you all to my friends. So here's tomorrow's risk here. So areas in southern Texas, kind of central Iowa, northwestern portions of Illinois, has a decent chance for severe weather tomorrow. But once we move into Sunday, myself, right here in Louisville, have a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5. So my friends out here towards the Ohio Valley, portions of the Tennessee Valley, heads up to you guys here for Sunday. We might have ourselves a little bit more of severe weather being possible. So overall, like I said, we are talking, a couple of days here worth of severe weather. So we'll definitely need to be watching out for these regions here. Anyways, let's see. I'll pass the channel to someone that I know that lives there. All right, sounds good. Thank you. Let's see here. Anthony says, can we please start absolutely smashing that like button for this man? Thank you so much, Anthony, once again. Let's see. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks always for your great coverage these last few days, Andrew. You care and keep people informed and safe. Absolutely. Well, you're very, very welcome, April. No problem. Anytime for you guys. Like I said, we're here for y'all. Like I said, we're going to be here for today for a while. Because like I said, we actually have ourselves a pretty decent chance of all hazards being possible out there. Once again, tornadoes and hail is kind of the biggest concern out here towards like eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. Not just eastern Nebraska, but also like north central Nebraska as well. actually has a pretty decent chance out there for severe weather. Let me actually go ahead and hop you guys over here to, let's see, that day 1 outlook here. There we go. So now I can really show you guys where that enhanced risk is. So that basically that middle circle right here that you see, that is the biggest risk here for today. And you can see Omaha smack dab in the middle of it, inside that enhanced risk. That's severe threat level 3 out of 5 on the spectrum. So heads up to you guys. This also includes like West Point, Norfolk here in northeastern Nebraska, as far up north central as areas towards Ainsworth and Springview. That is kind of where the enhanced risk is carried to. So obviously, to my friends out there in north central, Nebraska, northeastern Nebraska, very far southeastern South Dakota, you can see how there's a few of those southern counties in extreme southeastern Nebraska, or extreme southeastern South Dakota. You guys are also in that pretty decent risk here, but also, like I said, western Iowa as well. Now, Des Moines, like I said, Des Moines in the slight risk, so that's still a decent chance for severe weather. So we definitely do need to be keeping an eye out there, at least, like I said, overall for the potential of severe weather. But once again, like I said, we have a pretty large threat for severe weather. I mean, literally, let me go ahead and draw this for you guys. It's pretty daggone crazy. Today's chances for severe weather covers a lot of ground here. So basically, if you live inside of this circle I am drawing here, roughly, let's see. Yeah, so roughly across these regions here, we basically are seeing ourselves the chance for severe weather. Literally, this entire area has the possible concern of maybe a few strong to severe storms. But once again, like I said, the highest concern of severe weather is up in these regions here. Obviously, this is kind of like the biggest areas here regarding severe weather overall. So we'll definitely watch out for it. Let's see here. Stay away from windows when high winds. Absolutely, as well as hail. Once again, we're seeing some monstrous-sized hail today. Once again, potentially 2 to 3 inches in diameter. So we're talking some very, very large hail here overall. So yeah, no, absolutely. We definitely do need to be keeping an eye, out for, for all that activity, regarding, large hail, especially across those areas we just talked about there. Let's see here. Wonderbee says, is there any concern for 61532? Let's see here. 61532. This is across areas here. 61532. This is across Illinois. So actually, yeah, no, you're not in the concern here for today. You do have a generalized thunderstorm threat, means a possibility for a few thunderstorms, but overall, no, for today, you're pretty much good to go. However, I will mention tomorrow you do have a chance for severe weather tomorrow. In which I would keep an eye out there for it. Yeah, possibility. Let's see here. Am I good in Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota's pretty much good to go here for today. There's a really small sliver of a marginal risk here across southwestern sides. I mean, barely covers much of the state at all. Towards like Slayton, St. James, all those areas. And there's a small chance of a few strong to potentially severe storms, but overall, like I said, it is relatively fine for the most part. Once again, it's mostly just south of you. Once again, towards like central western Iowa, southeastern South Dakota, and once again, north central and eastern Nebraska here that we really need to keep an eye out there for. Anyways, but guys, I'm going to go ahead and take you all over here to the models for a moment. I want to go ahead and show you all what's going to happen here in the next little bit. Like I said, we're going to hop over here to the models here out towards Nebraska. Because like I said, obviously, you guys... like I said, obviously you, my friends out there in Nebraska, have got to be keeping an eye out for these severe weather, or for all this severe weather here. So let's go ahead and hop over to that right now. So here is the HRRR model. This stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. This thing updates every single hour. So as we track our way down here in time, you see the time just right in the top central portion of the stream. But like I said, obviously we track our way down in time, and you notice how we're going to start to get these pretty gnarly storms potentially popping off here. Once again, eventually turning into a quite nasty line. That's going to be starting to drive its way through these regions here. And like I said, right now, essentially, they're just going to be kind of, they're going to be starting to grow here pretty soon. Potentially some of these guys could go severe, but eventually it's expected to turn into this kind of, big line here, between north central Nebraska and portions of northeastern Nebraska as well. Eventually working its way potentially into western Iowa, kind of around, maybe around 8:30 or so. I know this is 9:30, but that's Eastern time. So maybe around 8:30 or so, moving its way into portions of western portions here of Iowa. But like I said, that's kind of what we're talking about. Now, according to the model here, it does show a few little thunderstorms popping off here in northeastern Kansas as well. Maybe there towards Topeka could see a few isolated, strong to potentially severe storms that could pop off across those regions out there. So we're going to need to really be looking out for those areas, as it does look to be a potential as maybe a few strong, once again, maybe potentially a few severe storms could actually happen out there. But once again, like I said, the main concern is this line popping off here, overall. It does show a few kind of individual storms in the beginning here, a few little discrete cells popping off. These could quickly produce a tornado, or large hail in general. So these are the ones we got to really be looking out for as this event really kind of kicks off here. And then obviously as it moves its way eastward, or as we move our way down in time, obviously this, kind of really starts to roll its way here into portions of western Iowa. So once again, that's kind of what we're looking at. That's kind of what we are seeing there. Let's see. So I'm good in Minnesota. Yes. Yeah, you're pretty much good in Minnesota. We said, once again, everybody in Minnesota, you're pretty much good to go. James says, hey, man, let's see. You could have went live last night. There was a bunch of tornadoes in Oklahoma. Yeah, I know. But like I said, we were live here for 5 hours yesterday. Being live that long seriously puts a toll on you. And I was definitely really exhausted from that. But yeah, no, I was definitely glad to at least be able to be live for you guys for the other tornadoes that happened earlier yesterday. Because a lot of people at that time were not streaming. So that's definitely some good news that I was able to be there for you guys in order to, obviously keep you all updated, keep you guys, aware of the situation. Like I said, I'd love to be here during the entire event, but like I said, these events stretch for several hours, in which, not all the time I'm able to do that. Obviously, as, they're definitely energy draining. That is absolutely for sure. Let's see here. We're getting westward moving storms, says Patrick. Not necessarily. These storms right here are essentially moving kind of northward, eventually. It kind of spinning around this low pressure system. This is pushing all these storms basically northward, here. So that is kind of, the motion here for today, overall. And eventually, like I said, these storms are going to be starting to move eastward over, like, western Iowa, across the way. Like, once again, we're going to get kind of this funky line that's expected to develop, kind of something like this. And it's going to kind of, move its way up into portions of, western Iowa, into northern, portions of Nebraska. So overall, like I said, that's kind of what we're talking about. Let's see. Dylan says, will they issue a tornado watch? They likely will. Yeah, they likely will issue a tornado watch for portions of eastern Nebraska, western Iowa, and probably north-central portions here of Nebraska as well. I would not even be surprised if they did include a little bit of areas here in portions of southeastern South Dakota as well. But no, definitely having a tornado watch, it does seem to be a good likelihood. Like I said, once again, today's concern for tornadoes, once again, it's not terribly high, or it's not as high as it was yesterday, which is, once again, definitely some great news. Here's over at the Storm Prediction Center what we were talking about here. We have an enhanced risk, which is the same level we had here for yesterday, but tornadoes, instead of that 10% chance we had yesterday, we have a 5% chance here for today. Now, once again, this is still a chance for tornadoes. It can still definitely happen, but once again, we move over to the hail. That's what really gives us into a pretty, pretty decent, severe weather threat for today. 30% significant chance. Once again, we had this here yesterday for hail. We're talking big hailstones, maybe 2-3 inches in diameter. Could be possible. We're talking maybe up to baseball-size hail. Theoretically being a good possibility. So once again, my friends here in western Iowa, between the hail and the tornadoes, there's a pretty decent chance overall of severe weather. Damaging winds, we can't forget as well, is definitely a possibility here. Some of these damaging wind gusts potentially could be getting up to 60, who knows, maybe in some cases, maybe 70 miles an hour. Theoretically could happen. Okay, so something we should really be looking out for as well. But overall, like I said, the chance for severe weather stretches pretty far east. As far east as northwestern Alabama, as far west here is portions of western Texas, and as far north as southeastern and actually pretty much east central areas here of South Dakota. So like I said, we're talking some pretty large areas here, or pretty wide variety of areas that is actually in the potential risk here for today. But once again, like I said, the highest percentage or the highest potential of seeing these severe weather is across Nebraska, northeastern side, western Iowa, and southeastern portions of South Dakota. But yeah, no, that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. Let's see. Tyler says 68779. Widespread storms or isolated storms. Just gonna take a look here real quickly. So you said for 68779. 68779. Okay, your cross portions here of Nebraska. Gotcha. So once again, right there where you're at, you're smack dab in the enhanced risk here. So you're actually in the biggest risk here for today. Now, like I said, we were taking a look at the models, which I'll go ahead and hop over here too really quickly once again. Like I said, you can kind of see how as we track our way down in time, as you can see the time here, maybe around 5 o'clock Eastern. We're going to, once again, subtract an hour for my friends out here in the Central Time, so that would include you. But you can kind of see how it's kind of a line with maybe some individual embedded cells. A few of these kind of, embedded, thunderstorms, potentially some supercells included, kind of in this little line here. Once again, this will be moving its way here towards, later, or kind of this evening here. Once again, as this low pressure system is rolling its way through Nebraska. I mean, you can obviously tell where that low pressure system is at, which is right here. Obviously spinning counterclockwise and just kind of throwing a big line of thunderstorms overall across those regions. But like I said, mostly a line is expected out of this, with a few kind of clusters inside of the line is kind of a good possibility. Overall, that's kind of what we were looking at there. Let's see, where's the significant damage? There was significant damage in Noble, Oklahoma last night. Wow. Yeah, the Oklahoma definitely got hit pretty hard here yesterday. Definitely really, really sad to see. Like I said, we were live here for a lot of yesterday. Not for the majority of the Oklahoma part, but like I said, we were live for a lot of the early portions of the storms. Once again, like we were watching, northeastern Louisiana yesterday, as well as, portions here of, central Mississippi, getting that pretty nasty bow echo. Really, really nasty storm complex out there. We also watched a few of those, tornado warnings out there towards Kansas, all that fun stuff. But yeah, definitely. Let's see here. What is the chance for O'Fallon, Missouri to get hit here? Gotcha. So O'Fallon, let's see. O'Fallon, how do you spell that? O'Fallon, okay, O-N, gotcha. Let's see, you said Missouri. Here we go. So this is for you. So you, my friend, are right. Okay, you're right there towards St. Louis. But I tell you what, you are in the possible severe weather concern for today. You're into what we call a marginal risk, which is a severe threat level 1 out of 5 on the spectrum. So it's a pretty low chance of you seeing severe weather, but like I said, it cannot be completely ruled out. So overall, bottom line, there's a pretty low chance for a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms to occur. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Brandy says, hello, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Harley wants me to take a look here at 68128. Let's see here. So 68128. It's cross portions here of Nebraska. Okay. Yeah, you, my friend, once again, you're in that enhanced risk. You're kind of here towards Omaha. And like I said, we were talking that Omaha is probably one of the areas we really have got to be looking out for. Once again, as, you're actually in the middle of the worst potential out of it. And like I said, the main concern here for you is the potential, obviously, of, a few very large hail instances. Once again, maybe up to 2 to 3 inches in diameter definitely could be a possibility. So overall, yeah, like I said, it definitely looks like, regarding hail out there, it definitely looks to be a big, big possibility. I mean, you can see once we work away here, maybe around 7 o'clock for your location, we're kind of seeing, this big old cluster here of, severe thunderstorms that's going to be rolling its way through Omaha. And once again, you can even see here on the HRRR showing a lot of pink involved. Once again, maybe showing the possibility for some very large hail that could be a concern out here. So once again, yeah, we definitely should be watching out for it. If you live here, once again, towards the Omaha region, eventually moving into areas of, western Iowa, also inside that enhanced risk. So we'll definitely be looking out for those regions. Absolutely. Let's see. There's no injuries in Oklahoma yesterday, right? Not that I don't know of any, essentially, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's see here. Kansas City tonight, you're in a slight risk. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, Kansas City, actually, you can see right here, is inside of the slight risk level 2. There's going to be a possibility for a few of these, strong to severe storms rolling through, kind of late, though. Maybe around, slightly before, or if not around midnight, being a possibility. So, yeah, watch out for it. Let's see, Mega Man wants me to take a look here at 75063. All right, here. So we're going to turn this live stream mostly into a zip code forecasting live stream. Obviously I'm going to be doing, some coverage on here as well. But once again, like I said, the majority of the storms is not expected to really kick off here until maybe around 5 or 6 or so. So we're still a little bit away. But, look at all of that activity that's expected to potentially fire off today. HRRR shows a big line of thunderstorms firing off here across portions of Texas into central Oklahoma and moving its way here into portions here of Nebraska. Once again, it's a very complex, a very large system that has, a very, very good possibility of producing, severe weather overall. So, like I said, definitely is, something we should definitely consider watching here for the next little bit. Anyways, but yeah. We're going to go ahead and bring this on back here. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of, what I'm looking at there. Let's see here. We're going to take a look here. So Mega Man wants me to take a look here at 75063. 75063 across portions here of Texas. All right, so you, my friend, are right here towards Dallas. So yeah, once again, Dallas-Fort Worth region does have the potential threat here for, maybe a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms out there. It definitely does look like a possibility in which I would consider watching. According to the model here, according to the HRRR, it does show a few kind of, a few of these kind of clustered thunderstorm mess, maybe moving through pretty early tomorrow morning, in which we probably should be considered to watch here. But overall, I mean, you can see the models here, right around the evening, afternoon, how it shows a bunch of, clustered thunderstorms maybe moving its way towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area, in which, a few of those theoretically could go severe. I mean, once again, you are in that severe weather threat. So, yes, I would consider, or I would continue to watch for those regions as, once again, it does definitely look like a possibility overall. So, yep, we'll definitely be on the lookout here. We'll definitely continue to watch this. Let's see here. Seth wants me to take a look here. Let's see here at 71854. 71854. All right, so let's see. So 71854 across portions here of Arkansas. So you, my friend, are actually inside the marginal risk here, which is, like I said, the level 1 out of 5, kind of the lowest chance for severe weather today. Now, like I said, don't let that fool you, because there is still a possibility for a few potentially strong to maybe a few severe thunderstorms. Could happen nearby. So keep that in mind. Overall, it definitely does look like a possibility here. If I switch over here back to the HRRR here for portions of portions of Arkansas here. I mean, as we track our way down here, throughout the afternoon, evening, we got a few little pockets here of, potential thunderstorm activity we should probably consider watching. I mean, like I said, yeah, there will be a chance for a few of those to actually go severe later on, so we'll continue to watch this. Hold on, we got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for areas of Florida. Let's go ahead and hop over there real quickly. So this is across portions of Blountstown, towards Bristol, towards White Springs, Connersford, Woods, let's see, areas of New Hope, Sharpstown, Marysville. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued here for the next 17 minutes for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility. So once again, my friends out there in the panhandle of Florida, heads up to you guys, as we now have ourselves at severe thunderstorm warning here relatively just due west of Tallahassee. Once again, for areas towards Blountstown here, here towards Bristol area, and White Springs, kind of riding right along Highway 20 here. So heads up to you guys out there in the current time being. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop on back here. Like I said, we're once again, if you guys are just now joining, we're doing zip codes here today. So if y'all have any zip codes you want me to forecast for, let us know. Like I said, later on, at this point, I'm probably going to be live for a couple hours here right now. And then later on this afternoon and tonight, I'll be doing another live stream here today to be doing some coverage with you guys. But right now, like I said, obviously, we're here just to, get you guys aware of the situation in order, that's why we're here live early, to get you guys aware of the situation and to keep you guys prepared overall. So like I said, we're planning to split this up into 2 streams. This one's a forecasting stream. The next one's going to be a live coverage stream later on this afternoon and evening. So overall, yeah, we'll watch out for him. Let's see here. Teresa wants me to take a look here at 47879. 47879. This is across areas of Indiana. So overall, Indiana does not really have a severe weather threat for today. You have what we call a generalized thunderstorm threat here. So overall, there's a chance for a few thunderstorms, but I tell you what, they're not expected to be anything severe. So overall, you know what, you're looking pretty good to go, essentially. Let's see, Britt wants me to take a look here at 57106. 57106. This is across portions of South Dakota. So I tell you what, so this is towards Sioux Falls, right here in, southeastern South Dakota. So even to you guys out there, my friends out here in South Dakota, there is the areas in the southeastern side where we need to be watching for the potential of severe weather as well. And like I said, you are in a slight risk. This is at level 2 out of 5 for today, or kind of that middle threat overall for today. So yes, definitely got to be looking out for the possibility here, for severe weather to be occurring. Like I said, if I was to go ahead and grab you, for the model here, like I said, as we track our way down here in time, you're going to notice how, this big old line is going to be kind of rolling through maybe around midnight, maybe slight before, maybe around 11, 12 o'clock here tonight. There's just going to be this line that's going to be potentially rolling its way through here, in which we should, consider watching. Because like I said, there's going to be the potential out of this line here of damaging winds, very large hail, and like I said, some tornadoes could also be a possibility. So heads up to you guys out there as well. So like I said, that is essentially what we are seeing out there in, southeastern South Dakota. I mean, like I said, you guys are definitely affected here as well. So heads up to you guys. Like I said, let's go and take a look here across portions. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves 0. Once we take a look here at 38313, 38313 across portions here of Tennessee. Let's see. So Tennessee actually, you guys in Western Tennessee has a marginal risk here. This includes areas of Memphis. So obviously my friends out here towards Memphis, but yeah, you, my friend, are inside of a marginal risk here, a severe threat level 1 out of 5. Now tornado probability is non-existent. There is no chance for tornadoes out here in Western Tennessee. So definitely a sigh of relief there. However, there's a possibility for a few gusty winds, maybe a few damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Could happen. Pretty low chance, 5% chance of happening every 25 miles across these zones here. But like I said, it's a possibility. So keep an eye out there for that. Now also a few hailstones, maybe up to quarter size, maybe $half size at most. Could theoretically happen as well, but overall, once again, it's a kind of a small threat overall. I really don't expect anything too crazy to be happening out there. But overall, yeah. Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here a little bit. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Brown Shoe wants me to take a look here at 63343. 63343. This is across portions here of Missouri. Gotcha. So you, my friend, are in a marginal risk here, a severe threat level 1 out of 5. So once again, it's a pretty low chance, but there is a possibility that a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms could occur, across some of those regions here. Once again, you're not too far from St. Louis, in which, like I said, St. Louis, my friends out there who's watching this, pretty low chance overall, but, once again, it cannot be ruled out of maybe a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms rolling through. Now, if we take a look here at the HRRR, the model here, as we track our way down here in time, as we move our way down in time here, obviously, once we move into, later on today, there's a chance for a few little pop-up thunderstorms that you could possibly see occur. But, honestly, once again, it's a pretty low threat overall. The environment's there, but apparently it doesn't look like anything too crazy. It's going to be happening off. Really, honestly, the reason they have that marginal risk here is just to say, even though the environment's there possible, just to kind of cover, the backs of the Storm Prediction Center, honestly. So it is very possible, although quite unlikely, of a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms to, essentially occur, across those regions there. But yeah, but like I said, it's a possibility, but really, I would not count too much on it. So I wouldn't let it bother any of your plans or anything. Anyways, but yeah, that's kind of what we are looking at. Let's go ahead and see here. I have Sample says, hello, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Deborah wants me to take a look here at 73505. 73505. All right, my friend, you're here in Oklahoma. You're in a slight risk. Severe threat level 2 out of 5. So you got to be on the lookout here for possible severe weather today. Really, I look at the areas of slight risk and enhanced, as like one of the biggest, threats here for today. Because like I said, obviously the enhanced risk is, that level 3 out of 5 is the biggest threat. But yeah, if you're in a slight risk here, which you are, you should keep an eye out there for the weather, as you are definitely in the possible threat for severe weather. I mean, look at this. As we track away here kind of towards around, maybe 6 o'clock, maybe 7, 8 o'clock or so, we're going to be getting some thunderstorm activity that is likely going to be starting to fire off around your location. So heads up to you, as a few of those could theoretically be severe. Now, tornadoes, it's a very small chance, but it's a 2% chance every 25 miles. So within 25 miles of your current location, there's a 2% chance a tornado could drop, and anywhere in that 25-mile box, essentially. So once again, very low probability. Damaging winds, 15% chance. That's where it's higher, as well as hail, 15% chance as well. So possibility of some large hail, maybe up to quarter size, maybe slightly larger in some some aspects, or in some some situations. But once again, damaging winds here. That's kind of one of the biggest concerns as well. So heads up to you out there, as you're gonna be watching out for later on this afternoon and evening. Let's go ahead and see here. Dawn says, new subscriber here. Thank you so much for subscribing, Dawn. Greatly appreciated. Once we take a look here at 77845. 77845 across areas here of Texas. All right. So like I said, yeah, here, my friends in Texas, you guys have obviously got to be watching out for potential severe weather, especially on the central and western side. But I tell you what, my friend, so Don, it looks like you are relatively good. We have ourselves a general thunder threat, which basically means that there's a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms, but they're not expected to be anything damaging. They're not expected to be anything severe. So overall, you're relatively good to go. We're not expecting anything too crazy to occur out towards those locations. So overall, like I said, I think you are doing relatively relatively all right. But like I said, we track way down in time here, but you can actually see, this afternoon there's a chance of a few thunderstorms, as we can kind of see maybe around like 4 o'clock your time, 4 or 5, maybe about 4 through 6 or so. There's going to be a chance for maybe a few of these, multi-thunderstorms that could be driving their way through the region. So, like I said, heads up for that, but once again, they're not really in the environment where they're expected to be severe. So they're probably not going to be anything too crazy. Honestly, probably nothing more than just a few, strikes of lightning, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. Nothing really more than that, essentially. So overall, that's that. Anyways, but that's that. Let's go and see. Joey wants me to take a look here at 75088. 75088. All right, my friend, you're across areas here of Texas. Gotcha. So you're actually in the marginal risk, but you're very close to that slight risk. So once again, I would keep an eye on it for the potential of severe weather. Now, once again, this is towards Dallas. You're kind of in, towards the Dallas region. So this goes to everybody who lives towards Dallas. So there's going to be a potential of maybe a few, potential thunderstorms that could be rolling through. Let me actually go ahead and bring up the models here for you real quickly. Kind of give you a timing in terms of when we can possibly expect, maybe some of these to occur. Anyways, but we track our way down in time, and you notice how there's a few thunderstorms that kind of fires off here relatively just southeast of Dallas. Now, once again, models are not perfect. There's a very good chance that these storms could be over Dallas. Who knows? I mean, once again, these models are not perfect, but they kind of show you what could be possibly happening around these areas. So overall, I mean, like I said, it looks like, kind of maybe around, 6, 7 o'clock or so, we might be able to be seeing, the potential for a few thunderstorms nearby, pretty much in the late afternoon, early evening hours. That is kind of what we are looking at there overall. So, yeah, so keep an eye on it. There is a chance for a few potential severe to strong to severe thunderstorms. Tornado probability, non-existent. You're pretty good, my friend. No chances for any, tornadoes out there. So that's definitely some good news. Damaging winds, though, 15% chance right there on that line that you're at. So I'd keep an eye on it. And whenever it comes to hail, kind of around 5% chance for yes. So overall, keep an eye on it. I would watch it, but overall, that is something you should probably consider watching here for the next little bit. Once again, kind of for the late afternoon, early evening hours here. Anyways, let's see here. Let's see. Desiree wants me to take a look here at 74082. 74082. Cross portions here of Missouri. You, my friend, are in a slight risk. You're in a severe threat level 2 out of 5. So I tell you what, you, my friend, are inside of the pretty decent sized risk out there for today. So heads up. Like I said, overall, you're right here towards Kansas City, in which overall for you have a 5% chance for tornadoes. So actually, you're in one of the areas that has the highest tornado threat for today. Once again, a 5% chance for tornadoes is not necessarily too high, but I would still watch out for, as it is possible that a few tornadoes here and there could theoretically happen. Damaging winds 15% chance and hail 15% chance as well overall. We got ourselves a tornado warning in effect here for portions of Nebraska starting to pop off already. Let's go and see here. This is a radar indicated threat. All right. Let's go and take a look. Oh, wow, look at that. Bit of rotation popping off here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hold on to the zip codes for 1 second here while I talk about this tornado warning here. We got ourselves our first tornado warning here that's popping off here. This is in effect here, areas south of Halsey. This is kind of in mostly rural areas here from what it looks like, though. Yeah, so obviously, they go mainly over rural areas of the northeastern Logan and northwestern cluster counties, including the following locations of Logan here in Nebraska. So heads up to you guys. It looks like there's a bit of rotation that's popping off there. Let's take a look at our correlation coefficient. Yeah, don't see any debris signature, which is good news. But if you live towards Logan, Nebraska, heads up to you. This is right here in the central side of the state. We are now actually seeing our first tornado warning being issued out here towards these regions. So, all right, we're gonna be hopping up, and we're gonna be looking at these areas for the next little bit. Anyways, but yeah. Once again, tornado warning not in effect for central Nebraska. We'll get back to that here in 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and continue off here. Janice wants me to take a look here at 14411. 14411. I'll go ahead and tell you the risk. I tell you what, New York, I don't even have to look at where that's at because the entire state of New York is not in any risk here for severe weather overall. So you're looking pretty good. You're looking all right. Let's see. Chris wants me to take a look here. Brian wants me to take a look here. I'll get to you in a minute, Chris. Brian wants me to take a look here at 51012. 51012. Here we go. So this is across portions here of Iowa. Okay, so you, my friend, are in the slight risk. So you're in that severe threat level 2 out of 5. So like I said, you have a pretty decent chance here, of seeing severe weather for today. Like I said, you're kind of in that you're kind of in that zone where, once again, we're talking a pretty decent potential here for overall severe weather. Tornado probability, you're right there on that 5 and 2% chance. So it's going to be a chance. It's not very, very likely. So obviously, just keep a few tornadoes in mind, but really not too likely. Damaging winds, 15% chance out there. So every 25 miles, 15% chance. A few damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60, maybe 70 mile an hour wind gusts could occur. And then whenever it comes to hail, 15% chance of a few hailstones, maybe up to quarter size or larger. Something we should keep an eye out there for. Now, whenever we take a look here at the models for a second, if I take a look here at the HRRR, this is what we call the High Resolution Rapid Refresh model. As we track way down in time, you notice how this line of storms rolls its way through portions here of western Iowa, kind of around 9 o'clock Central Time. So obviously to my friends out here in western Iowa, right around 9 o'clock, we're going to start to see this line roll its way through portions here of the western side. Eventually, this will move its way towards Des Moines, maybe around really early hours, maybe around 2 in the morning or so. So just a heads up to my friends out there in Iowa. Once again, western Iowa here today, northeastern, kind of eastern and north central portions here of Nebraska, and the extreme southeastern South Dakota. You guys actually have a pretty decent threat here overall for the potential of severe weather. So overall, keep an eye out there if you live across those areas, as, like I said, we could be in for a pretty, pretty nasty time here today. Anyways, let's go and take a look here. Next up, we have ourselves Mason wants me to take a look here at 51526. 51526. Across portions here of Iowa. So this is across portions here. Okay, so you are in the enhanced risk. So once again, as we were talking about here, you do have a very, very large chance for severe weather today. Your main concern is actually large hail. And for today, I tell you what, you actually have what we call a significant chance for hail. We're talking a potential here of maybe up to, 2 to 3 inches in diameter. We're talking some very large hail being a good possibility. So overall, keep an eye out there for the large hail, as it definitely looks to be a good concern. Also, when it comes to tornadic activity, we have ourselves a 5% chance here for tornadoes. So it's there, but once again, it's not the highest threat, but it's something to keep an eye on, as a few isolated tornadoes could happen nearby. So yeah, keep an eye on it. But overall, your main concern once again is hail, followed by some damaging winds, and then that tornado threat following short behind. So keep an eye out there for that. Anyways, I'm going to do a little update, y'all. We have a tornado warning in effect here for portions of Nebraska. This is for Logan and Cluster, Nebraska. Currently in effect here for the next 32 minutes. We are continuing to keep an eye out here for the storm. Definitely looks like that rotation has really picked up a bit here. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient here. Oh shoot, I think that's a tornado on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's our first tornado of the day. I'm pretty sure that's a debris. Yep. Yep, guys, I think that's. I'm pretty sure that's a tornado that is now on the ground. That marks our first confirmed one of the day here. Yeah, very tight rotation and right overhold. We have ourselves the the big drop here in correlation coefficient. It looks like an itty-bitty tornado, but like I said, it's on the ground here now. Still says radar indicated, but that will update here very, very soon, in which obviously we need to consider watching this. Yeah, they're probably, let's see, which way is this moving? Okay, this storm's kind of moving westward. Essentially. So, if this thing continues on its path, this thing will be going over portions of Highway 83, in which we definitely should be keeping an eye out there for. So it's eventually, if it continues on what it's doing, if it continues to be on the ground here, it will be going through Highway 83 here pretty soon. So we'll continue to watch that. Once again, this tornado is appearing to be moving kind of westward, essentially, kind of relatively westward. But like I said, there's definitely some tight rotation over there. And once again, we take a look here at the correlation coefficient. There's definitely a debris signature right underneath. So that is confirming this tornado that is, once again, indeed on the ground here. So we'll need to consider watching this here. So once again, this tornado warning is for areas here. This tornadic thunderstorm, the good news is it's mostly over rural areas, but like I said, includes Logan and northwestern cluster counties, including the the location of Logan. So you guys should definitely be inside of your shelter. Once again, this is confirmed now, and let's see, the latest radar signature appears to have let's see, maybe yeah, we don't see any other, we don't see any debris signature on that second scan really. So once again, it has to hit things before it really kind of shows up here on the before it really starts to show up here on the radar. But once again, I mean, back here, velocity. I mean, we are having some very, very tight rotation that is currently, already starting to pop off. And like I said, it's really crazy because, like I said, this is just the beginning of the day of these thunderstorms already popping off, and we've already had ourselves our first Yep, there you go. Observed. Right there. Look at that. Emergency management actually reported this one. So it wasn't radar confirmed. Emergency management also reported this. So not only did we have the confirmation from the, from emergency management, people out there and actually seen it, but we've actually also seen, radar confirm it too, so there you go. There we go. Got ourselves our first confirmed tornado. So once again, everybody, this is right here in Nebraska. I mean, this is literally central Nebraska. Currently, this is actually right there on that side of that slight risk that is there. And this region actually has a 2% chance for tornadoes. So that really just goes to show you guys, I mean, even in that lowest of a tornado threat, there is still the potential that a few tornadoes could drop. So, like I said, let that be a lesson for you guys today to obviously, no matter what risk you're in, to obviously take things seriously. Because, like I said, I mean, this is literally the first tornado warning I've seen today, and this is literally already confirmed. This is already a tornado that's already been detected, once again, by emergency management and as well as radar here. That last scan, we actually seen a debris signature right there. So there you go. Anyways, but we're going to go ahead and hop back to the zip codes for 1 second. Once again, like I said, the good news is it does not really appear to be heading towards many populated areas. But still, I would keep an eye on it if you live out there towards, portions here of areas of, what did it mention here? It was mentioning Logan. That's right. If you live here in Logan, this is in central Nebraska. Heads up to you guys. We got to really be looking out for this one. All right, let's go and see here. Mad Dog wants me to take a look here at 64489. 64489. This is across portions here of Missouri. So you, my friend, are actually in the slight risk. That's severe threat level. So that's severe threat level 2 out of 5. So, like I said, heads up to you as you are in the potential here of seeing severe weather. Now, you're actually really not too far away from that enhanced risk or that very large threat here for today overall. So we'll definitely need to really be looking out for that. Now, if I was to take you over here to the models, back over here to the, once again, to the HRRR here, like I said, obviously, as we track our way down here in time, you're going to notice here that we're going to get a few of these potential, little thunder showers possibly moving through maybe early this afternoon, essentially here. But like I said, as we track our way down here in time, you're going to notice how really, late this evening, really this afternoon, how we are going to be seeing essentially, a lot more of these thunderstorms really start to pop up here. This really includes, areas towards, St. Joseph, relatively just north of Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City yourself, got to be on the lookout here for today, overall for severe weather. But like I was saying, y'all, I mean, seriously, this is going to start to intensify once we move our way down here into kind of the late, the late evening here for today, almost into near midnight hours. So once again, heads up to you, my friends, and like I said, we'll continue to watch this here for y'all in order to help keep y'all prepared. Let's go ahead and see here. Anita wants me to take a look here at 28716. 28716. All right, this is across North Carolina. I'll tell you what, right now there's no threat for North Carolina, so overall you're good to go for today. No threat for any severe thunderstorms. No damaging thunderstorms is expected. So overall we are looking pretty okay. Let's go ahead and see here. Chris wants me to take a look here at 73072. 73072. Cross portions here of Norman, Oklahoma. Gotcha. So you're actually in this slight risk. You're in that severe threat level 2 out of 5. So like I said, you are in that risk area where we should indeed be watching out here for the possibility, of severe weather. So heads up to you. So we'll keep an eye on it. Now, this is right here towards Oklahoma City. So to my friends out here who lives towards Oklahoma City, this also applies to you as a bit of a heads up for y'all. We're going to move over back here to the models really quickly. Here's what we call the HRRR model. Stands for the High Resolution Rapid Refresh model. And as we track way down in time here, you're going to notice kind of right around, 3, 4, 5 o'clock or so, we're going to start to see an explosion in potential, strong to potentially severe thunderstorms rolling its way through the region here, maybe towards Oklahoma City. So heads up there towards Norman, maybe right around, late afternoon, maybe early evening, as, once again, a few severe thunderstorms, definitely looks like to be a good possibility. So we'll definitely be looking out for that. Let's go and do a little update. Oh, we now have a new tornado warning in effect here. I think they probably, yeah, there you go. New tornado warning now in effect, you guys. We're going to go and hop over here really quickly. We'll continue the zip codes here in 1 second. But we now have ourselves another, let's see here. We have ourselves another tornado warning that's now in effect here across portions of Dunning. This includes portions of Route 2 northwest of Anselmo. Once again, this also includes Linscott and Dunning. So you guys have got to be inside of your shelter here now. Let's see, this includes, yeah, Linscott. Between Highway 2, between mile markers 235 and 257. So heads up to the people who are traveling across this region. Yeah, the storm's moving quite slow as well. I mean, literally only moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. So, I mean, like I said, it's barely moving. It's really, really not moving too fast. So overall, heads up to you guys out there. Apparently, it's a radar indicated threat. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bit of rotation right there directly west of Anselmo. So heads up to you guys right there. That's where the rotation's at, kind of right here towards Hoosier Valley Road. Once again, is basically northwest of Anselmo, which is southeast of Linscott. This in particular storm here, or where the rotation's at, is about 5 or so, almost 5-6 miles away from Linscott. So if you live in Linscott here, heads up to you guys. Once again, I mean, Linscott appears to be kind of a not really too populated area. Which is some good news. The good news is, like I said, where these storms are at right now, this is mostly rural areas, but like I said, later on tonight, that's definitely going to be changing, as these storms here, like I said, as these storms here will potentially be moving into some pretty populated areas. I mean, like I said, here in the latest few minutes, you guys, I mean, it really has looked like these storms have really started popping off here, quite strong. So, honestly, if we take a look here back at velocity, I would not be surprised if eventually we did get some more tornado warnings popping off here, over the next little bit. But yeah, once again, heads up. There is still a decent amount of rotation on that one cell. If it was, honestly, I think they might actually extend this tornado warning here, maybe further west. This would likely include portions here of Highway 83. So we'll continue to watch out for this here. So, like I said, obviously, we're going to be looking out for this. So this will be moving over Highway 83. Sorry, I don't know if I said Highway 82 or Highway 83. This is Highway 83. So, like I said, there is still a little bit of rotation that is still visible here. Correlation coefficient, there's no latest debris signatures here, so that's, overall good. But once again, this thing was observed at one point. So, like I said, heads up to you guys who lives out there. All right, let's go ahead and see here. Next up, we got ourselves Wyatt Vlog. Wants me to take a look here at 32334. 32334, pretty easy zip code to remember. This is across Florida, my friend. So I tell you what, you're actually on what we call a general thunderstorm threat. Means that there's a chance for a few thunderstorms. I mean, typical Florida stuff. So a chance for a few thunderstorms, but they're not expected to be anything severe. So overall, you're pretty good to go, my friend. Across Florida. Kat wants me to take a look here at 79602. 79602. All right, you're in Abilene, Texas. A lot of people in Abilene, Texas. You, my friend, are in the slight risk. That's severe threat level 2 out of 5. So overall, you do have a pretty decent chance here for potential severe weather, in which I would keep an eye out there for. Overall, your main concern today, like I said, tornadoes, luckily, is off the table. So that's definitely some good news. A sigh of relief. The possibility for some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour, theoretically could occur. Large hail here, 15% chance as well. So basically, there's a potential for a few large hail events, maybe up to quarter size, maybe slightly larger in some cases. Also, potential some damaging winds and maybe up to, 60, maybe 70 max. Now, the timing of these storms out there towards Abilene, once again, like I said, you're kind of in that middle threat here for today overall for severe weather. The good news is that you're not in the worst of the severe weather threat here for today. But the storms later on today are expected to potentially be firing off here, maybe around like 6, 7 o'clock Central Time. So definitely be looking out there, as the storms, once again, could become pretty nasty. Once again, mostly hail producing and mostly damaging wind producing. Does seem to be kind of the main concern out there. But overall, that's kind of what we're looking at there, my friend. That is what we are seeing here. All right, let's go ahead and see here. Next up, we have Alexander wants me to take a look here at 52804. Let's go ahead and take a look here at that. We're going to go ahead and hop back here. So you said 52804. Gotcha. So this is across portions here of Iowa, right here towards Davenport. So the good news is that you are on the eastern side of Iowa. Like I said, the western side of Iowa has the largest severe weather threat for today. which, if you live across portions here of western Iowa, yeah, once again, heads up to you guys. But you're actually only called the generalized thunderstorm threat. A few thunderstorms could happen, but honestly, you're looking all right. Yeah, really not expected to see anything too extreme out there. So overall, we are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and see here. Did I go over Lincoln, Nebraska already? We did, but I will go over Lincoln again. Like I said, Lincoln, Nebraska, you guys are in a pretty decent risk here for today. You're right in that slight risk, which once again is that level 2 out of 5 on the severe spectrum. So overall, you do have a pretty decent chance if you live across Lincoln of potentially seeing some severe weather out there today. So whenever it comes to the timing, as we've determined here. Here for later on, we're going to be seeing kind of this line, maybe full of, a few clusters of thunderstorms popping off here. Like I said, maybe around 4 o'clock or so, rolling through, maybe 4, 5, 6 o'clock or so. This should be mostly out. It should be out by late this evening, which is some good news. But overall, that's essentially what we are seeing out there. Anyways, you guys, we're going to do a little update here on the tornado warnings here. We can't leave these away for too long. Once again, y'all, we did have a confirmed tornado out here towards central Nebraska already. This event has really just started, and we're already starting to see, some tornadoes become observed here. This is the first observed tornado here of the day. Like I said, we have a tornado warning still in effect here for basically the next 18 minutes. Once again, this is mostly over rural areas here, but this does impact areas towards Logan, Nebraska. So if you know anybody who lives towards Logan, Nebraska, or if you live in Logan, Nebraska, obviously be inside of your shelters, as obviously you definitely should be. Now, if we take a look here at the velocity spectrum here, overall, it appears, that rotation's still ongoing in the top left-hand corner there of that polygon. And like I said, this storm is tracking basically westward. I mean, you can see how this thing has some pretty tight rotation at some point. The rotation's still there, not as strong, obviously, but like I said, still the tornado percentage is not completely ruled out right now. But like I said, this thing is tracking its way towards Highway 83, and which I would consider watching here. Like I said, they might actually issue another tornado warning here, I would assume, for areas of Highway 83. So once that occurs, or if that occurs, I'll definitely let you guys know. There is still a bit of rotation on this cell here as well. You can kind of see here, relatively just southeast of Linscott here. Still a radar indicated threat, basically just meaning that, radar has detected some rotation, which we can obviously see right here. That is where the rotation is currently located. Correlation coefficient does not show any signs of any debris being lofted up in the atmosphere, so that's some good news. So right now it is just a radar indicated threat saying that there's some rotation, and that's about all that we're seeing so far. So just giving you a little bit of an update. So this does include areas here of Linscott as well as Dunning. So if you live across those regions here, like I said, obviously, heads up to you guys. Definitely want to be inside of your shelter out there. Once again, basement, storm cellar, best place you want to go to. And if you don't have any of those, the central interior room of your home is the place that you end up wanting, or you do want to end up going to. So overall, that is essentially what we are seeing out there. But once again, everybody, like I said, seriously, consider sharing this with your friends and family. Help get the word out there, guys. Like I said, the more lives, the more people we can reach out to, the more potential lives we can save here today. Not just today, but in general, whenever we do go live here for severe weather overall. And if you've not already, please consider subscribing. Seriously, means a lot. Greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps keep our channel growing, and it really helps get the word out there overall. So thank you all for being here. Anyways, but we're going to go ahead and move over back here to the zip codes. Cindy wants me to take a look here at 68047. 68047. Cross portions here of Nebraska. Gotcha. So you, my friend, are in the enhanced risk. You are in the largest threat here for today overall. Like I said, you're right in the middle of it, actually. So yeah, you're gonna want to really look out here, for the potential of severe weather here for today. So whenever it comes to your threats, tornadoes, there's a 5% chance that a tornado could drop down within 25 miles of you. Now, it's not necessarily the highest threat, but like I said, there is still a chance. So keep an eye on it. Just make sure you know where to go in case of a tornado warning is issued. That's about all we ask for you guys, is just to know where to go in case of a tornado warning is issued out there for y'all. Now, whenever it comes to damaging winds, there's a 15% chance of maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60, maybe 70 mile an hour wind gusts most. Whenever it comes to hail, though, that's where it really gets you. And that's actually why you're in the enhanced risk, is actually because, like I said, we have a potential for some very large hail today, maybe up to 2 to 3 inches in diameter. I mean, we're talking a potential of maybe up to baseball size hail today. Definitely could be a possibility. So heads up to you guys. You're gonna want to stay safe out there. Definitely be weather aware today. Obviously, continue to be well up to date here with the weather, because like I said, there's gonna be likely a lot of warnings popping off here later on, and which, like I said, we're gonna take a look here at the timing here for you. So according to the HRRR model, this is the high resolution rapid refresh model. This is what it calls, or what it's called. Updates here every single hour, so this is some pretty good information coming through here. So as we track our way towards your location, you can see this line goes right over you, kind of around 7 o'clock or so. So with that being said, around 7 o'clock or so is kind of the time, where we potentially could be seeing maybe a little bit of, severe weather to be occurring. Honestly, I'd say between like 6 and 9 or so is kind of the timing, I would say, for you to be, seeing that potential severe weather rolling through. And once again, like I said, large hail is a leading concern, followed by the potential here of some, potential tornadoes, and once again, maybe even the threat of a couple of damaging wind gusts out there. So that's that. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Let's go and see Logan wants me to take a look here at 76801. All right, I got you covered here. So 76801. Let's see here, 76801. Cross portions here of Brownwood, Texas. So you, my friend, are in the slight risk. That's severe threat level 2 out of 5. So definitely going to be looking out there towards those regions. So Logan, my friend, got to keep an eye on it. Overall, the big chance for today is the potential for maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60, maybe 70 miles per hour. Like I said, obviously, whenever it comes to large hail, 15% chance there as well. So there is a chance, once again, maybe some hailstones for you particularly, maybe up to one, maybe quarter size hail or maybe slightly larger could, theoretically occur out there. But once again, that is kind of what we are looking at. Let's go ahead and see here. But like I said, later on, whenever it comes to the timing, out here, out of these storms here, if I was to go ahead and grab a little bit of a timing view for you. Like I said, later on, as we track way down in time towards Brownwood, maybe anywhere from literally like the evening hours, maybe around 6 o'clock or so, kind of shows maybe a little bit of storms rolling through. But we're going to really look out here for maybe towards like the early morning hours, maybe slightly after midnight, as you can kind of see maybe this line that could drive its way through. Now, once again, like I said, these models are far from perfect. But like I said, it's just a good reference to potentially go off of as a good, potential that could occur. So we'll definitely need to be looking out for that. Anyways, but like I said, my friends, obviously, just please stay safe out there, y'all. Like I said, seriously, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let us know. We're going to go ahead and do a little update here on these tornado warnings once again. We actually have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Florida for portions here of Liberty and Gadsden. So that is kind of what we're seeing here. We're going to go ahead and hop over here. So once again, we have 2 tornado warnings that's currently in effect across these regions. We're going to go ahead and switch back over here to the radar view. Like I said, these guys were once confirmed here. We're going to take a look at this right now. So once again, still says observed. We're going to go hop over to velocity. So on these storms, it looks like that rotation on the one cell out here towards areas south of Halsey has now been, like I said, that rotation is first of all, died out, but also has moved out of the warned area here. And also, we have another warning in effect towards Linscott as well as Dunning here in central Nebraska. This one directly south of Linscott, we have a little area that was rotating. It appears that rotation has been weakening a little bit, so that's definitely some good news overall. So these guys will probably be left, if they do not recycle, they'll probably be left to, obviously, once again, be expired here. So. But overall, that is essentially what we are looking at. Let's see here. Robin wants me to take a look here at 44601. Let's see here. 44601. Cross portions here of Ohio. Gotcha. So you, my friend, yeah, you're not in a severe weather threat at all today. Overall, you're looking pretty okay. Let's go ahead and see. Lady J. Ford wants me to take a look here at 76544. 76544. Did we just look there? No, we did not. You're actually in the margin risk, my friend. So you, north of Austin, southwest of Waco, you're actually what we call the marginal risk, that level 1 out of 5 on the severe spectrum. So overall, like I said, you do have the potential here of maybe a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms. Now, once again, the threat of that, or the potential of that, is really not too high. It's actually a fairly low chance overall, but just saying that there is a chance for a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms out there. Tornado probability is not a concern, which is good news. Your main concern you got to look out for is maybe some gusty winds, maybe up to 60 miles per hour at worst case scenario, as well as maybe some hail up to, once again, maybe up to quarter size. So we'll definitely watch out for that, as that is kind of your main concern out there. So that is that. Let's go ahead and see here. How is Houston? Houston is actually not in the threat at all for severe weather. You're just in what we call a generalized thunderstorm threat, just a chance for a few thunderstorms, but nothing damaging, nothing severe is expected out there. So overall, you're looking okay. Let's go ahead and see here. Young Troop wants me to take a look here at 63031, 63031, across portions here of Missouri. All right. Cross portions here towards St. Louis. All right, so like I said, St. Louis, you guys are in a margin risk as well. No chance for tornadoes. Definitely some good news. Once again, main concern here is the possibility for some gusty winds, maybe up to 60 miles per hour, large hail up to quarter size. So once again, I mean, like I said, your chances, quite low overall, of seeing any severe weather. Like I said, we actually looked at the models here for St. Louis a little bit ago, and like I said, it really doesn't show too much happening. Maybe a few little thunder showers happening, maybe around late afternoon, early evening could occur. But like I said, honestly, I really don't have too many high hopes for it, honestly. But yeah, that's just kind of what I'm looking at. Let's see here. Shaylee wants me to take a look here at 35121. All right, got you covered here, my friend. Let's see here. Take a look here at 35121. 35121. Cross portions here of Alabama. Gotcha. So Alabama, good news. No threat for severe weather for today for you. Now, not too far to your west, there is a marginal risk here. So basically a severe threat level 1 out of 5. Today, just look out for a few possible thunderstorms, but other than that, yeah, really not expected to see anything damaging or life-threatening, so that's definitely some good news overall. Let's see here. I Am Prosperity wants me to take a look here at 72908. 72908. Cross portions here of Fort Smith, Arkansas. You're in the marginal risk at level 1 out of 5 on western side of Arkansas. No chance for tornadoes, 5% chance for damaging wind gusts, and 5% chance for hail, potentially up to quarter size. So that is that. Let's see here. Corey wants me to take a look here at 67152. You said 67512. 67512. All right. Cross portions here of Kansas. You're in the generalized thunderstorm threat, my friend. So you have the, a chance for a few thunderstorms, but honestly, you're pretty much good to go. There's really no risk for severe weather out there for you, as the majority has already passed through yesterday. So you're good. Looking all right. Let's see. Appalachian Angel wants me to take a look here at 38562. 38562. Cross portions here of Tennessee. So you're in a generalized thunderstorm threat. No threat for severe weather for you. Michelle wants me to take a look here at 74868. 74868. Cross portions here of Oklahoma, Seminole area. You're in a slight risk. That's severe threat level 2 out of 5. Like I said, today's highest threat is a level 3. We have a level 2 in effect. So obviously for you, my friend, got to keep an eye on it. Main concern is damaging wind gusts, maybe 60, maybe 70 max. In terms of thunderstorm wind gusts. Obviously, whenever it comes to hail, we're talking the potential here as well. Maybe up to quarter size, maybe slightly larger, maybe up to ping pong ball size at max. I could say could be a possibility. But overall, then that's kind of what we're talking about. Let's see. Black Tar wants me to take a look here at 76904. 76904. Gotcha. This is across portions here of San Angelo. So you, my friend, are in a slight risk as well. Once again, main concern, damaging wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Could be a possibility. Maybe 60 to 70 mile per hour gusts of wind could be possible out there. Connor wants me to take a look here at 66846. 846. Cross portions here of Kansas. You're in the marginal risk at level 1 out of 5. So you do have the potential for maybe a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms, but overall the threat's pretty low. For you, you really don't have any chance for tornadoes. Damaging wind gusts, 5% chance, and hail, 5% chance. So basically, small chance for maybe some gusty winds up to 60, maybe 70 at worst. Very unlikely, though, as well as a potential for some large hail, maybe up to quarter size, kind of is possible. But yeah, that's that. Let's see here. Mike wants me to take a look here at 521. All right, let's see here. 521. Cross portions here of Iowa. You're in the slight risk as well. Yep, so you're right here towards Des Moines, which I would keep an eye out there for those regions. As once again, tornadoes, 2% chance, so it cannot be ruled out. although it is quite unlikely, it just cannot be ruled out there. Whenever it comes to, got an alert coming through here. Whenever it comes to damaging winds, though, 15% chance, and hail, 15% chance. Let's go ahead and turn this up. What's this all about? I don't know if they're... Hold on.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 215, effective
There we go.
until 9 p.m.
Tornado watch.
This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Butler, Cass, Gage, Johnson, Lancaster, Odo, Sarpy, Saunders, and Seward. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, broadcast radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Tornado Watch number 215 has been issued until 9 p.m. for the following counties in Nebraska: Butler, Cass, Gage, Johnson, Lancaster, Odo, Sarpy, Saunders, and Seward.
There you go. Okay, so what you just heard there, y'all, is a new tornado watch that's just now been issued for portions of Nebraska. Yeah, they put out a Mesoscale discussion earlier. So this includes Nebraska, I believe. I mean, definitely Nebraska. Okay, well, wait a second before that product becomes available to actually look at. But, yeah, once again, everybody, there is now a let's go and see. We're going to pull this guy up here. We're going to see if this one actually shows it yet. Oh, there we go. Right there. There's the watch. For western Iowa, southeastern South Dakota, and kind of north-central and eastern areas here of Nebraska. They put a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust for maximum, max hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So it expires at 10 p.m. Eastern, or 9 p.m. Central Time. So my friends out there in the watch, this is in effect here until 9 o'clock for y'all. Let's see here. How's Portland, Oregon? So, yeah, Portland, Oregon really has nothing going on out there. Literally nothing. Anyways, but we're still watching these two tornado warnings, y'all. Currently still popping off here. Both of these are still radar indicated. This one's about to be expired here relatively soon. This one's about to be expired here in 2 minutes. The one that's basically north of Arnold, directly due east of Highway 83. Then we have another tornado warning in effect for areas here towards Dunning. There's a little bit of rotation directly due south of Dunning. Let's see, this is probably about 3 3/4 of a mile. 3 3/4 of a mile out there, directly south of Dunning. No correlation coefficient, no drop on CC, so there's no confirmed tornado right now. But still, you should remain inside of your shelters here, as, like I said, obviously there is a bit of rotation that is occurring, and it will likely, very, very, very could well, it very, very well could produce a tornado at this point. So we'll continue to watch out for this. Anyways, yeah, but we're definitely gonna keep an eye out there for that overall. Let's go ahead and see here. Is there any tornado threats, Colin, for 74840? 74840. You're in Oklahoma. So you're basically, you're in that slight risk, that level 2 out of 5. You, my friend, yes, there is actually a 2% chance for tornadoes out there. Overall, a fairly low chance for tornadoes, but like I said, it is possible. It's not impossible, I should say, that a few isolated, tornadoes could occur. So we'll definitely watch out for it. But once again, everybody, heads up. We do have a tornado warning in effect or two of them in effect for central Nebraska. Once again, for Dunning and Linscott. This is a radar indicated threat here. It expires in 16 minutes. So we'll need to continue watching this here for the next little bit. Once again, we take a look here back at velocity. There's a bit of rotation, once again, directly south of Dunning, directly west of Linscott here. So we are going to continue to watch this here, as this does have the good potential of actually producing and dropping a tornado. Like I said, that one storm that they just got rid of that one warning, but that one warning that was actually existent just to the west of this warning here a little bit ago actually did produce a tornado. So it really just kind of goes to show you that we are in the environment where tornadoes definitely is a good possibility. In which we definitely should be looking out for. I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys over here to, we're gonna go ahead and switch you guys over here to central Nebraska. Here's the current satellite imagery. We got the cyclone that's currently in south central portion. Let's see here. Annie, thank you for buying a T-shirt from the store. That's awesome. Annie, thank you so much. Very, very, very sweet of you. That's awesome. Thank you so much for ordering a merchandise. We have that down in the description, y'all, if you want to check that out. Thank you so much. Let's see, Cal as well with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Cal, saying keep being awesome, keep talking, don't mind me. Well, thank you so much, dude. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. Anyways, but like I said, back over here, y'all, you can start to see how these clouds are really starting to thicken up out there. That central low-pressure system is located right here in basically south-central, kind of southwestern Nebraska currently. Once again, Cal, thank you so much. And like I said, as this thing continues to move its way to the northeast, that line is eventually expected to form, rolling through portions here of western Iowa, through southeastern portions of South Dakota here later on this evening. So we are going to be continuing to watch this overall. As like I said, seriously, this is going to be bearing all kinds of hazards. Once again from large hail. This is the main concern, to damaging winds and tornadoes too. Is also a big possibility. And like I said, if you guys are just now joining us, like I said, here not too long ago, they did just issue a, essentially, they did just issue a tornado watch that's in effect here until 10 o'clock Eastern, which is 9 o'clock to my folks who actually lives out here. They included this tornado watch. Let's go ahead and bring back up this program here. But they included this tornado watch to be essentially across portions here, as you can tell, basically through eastern Nebraska, western areas here of Iowa, and southeastern South Dakota. So you guys are now under a, like I said, a tornado watch here for the possibility of obviously tornadoes. Once again, the potential here for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and maximum hail size up to 2 inches in diameter. So we're talking a potential of maybe up and over golf ball size hail here across that watch area. So heads up to you guys. We're gonna be looking out for that. And we'll continue to see this here. Anyways, but that's that. Let's see, Andrew. Where Andrew is watching that upper low from last night. Like I said, we were live here a lot yesterday too. We were live for 5 hours yesterday, which is pretty crazy. I'm just glad to be here again for you guys. Absolutely. Let's see here. Hello, it's getting ready to storm here in Bainbury, says Sherry. Well, stay safe out there. Cal says, so we can call this a Nebraska cane. Nebraska, let's see here. It's impressive, Navy. Well, I tell you what, it's definitely a pretty decent cyclone that is currently occurring. Let me actually bring you all back over here really quickly to the satellite view. Let me actually turn off the satellite for a moment so you guys can actually see the winds and the wind barbs. So if you look closely, you guys can actually see how these little wind barbs are rotating counterclockwise. You see how they're kind of spinning counterclockwise? That is where that low pressure system is located, right there. And that is where we are getting, obviously the main engine, that's what this is basically the main engine of this system. And then, like I said, we take a look here at the overall view. I mean, we go ahead and backtrack here a little bit. This will probably take a second to load, but you will be able to see on satellite that this thing is very, very well rotating, pretty well. So, like I said, obviously this once again is the main engine of the system here. So, anyways, but yeah, once again, everybody, we do have ourselves a like I said, a tornado warning that is in effect here for areas of Dunning as well as Linscott. We are going to continue to watch this here for the next little bit. Like I said, obviously, this is a radar indicated threat, basically meaning that there's just been some rotation that's been detected so far, which we should be watching out for. There's a little bit of rotation now, kind of southwest of Dunning. Once again, that rotation is kind of located just about 5 miles to the southwest here of Dunning. So heads up to you guys who lives across Dunning, which is basically in central Nebraska. Like I said, over the last little bit, we've been noticing that we're starting to see, a lot more of that, a lot more of that activity. Tornadic activity starting to be up here. We actually now have ourselves another tornado warning Let's see here. Amish Overshoot, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. You rock. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. But like I said, we have a new tornado warning that's now in effect here directly west of Highway 83. We do have a bit of rotation that's popping off here. Once again, this is mostly rural areas here, which is definitely some good news. Let's see, this is in northwestern Logan and northeastern McPherson and southwestern Thomas counties, including the following locations of Highway 83 crossing the Dismal River. This includes Highway 83 between mile markers 127 and 135. So if you guys are traveling on Highway 83, that's the mile markers out there. So that is that. But anyways, that is essentially what we are seeing, what we are looking at. So I keep saying, but yeah, we'll have to continue watching across, portions here of central Nebraska. Like I said, obviously tornado probability has just been increasing over the last little bit. Even these little areas, like little pockets, these guys could eventually go tornado warned, because, like I said, it actually looks like a bit of rotation popping off right here, southwest of Taylor. Like I said, these are the areas we got to really look out for. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and see. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the my radar or my thing's still not really working too well. I'm gonna bring up the satellite view on this side for you guys to kind of show you the overall motion of this cyclone. It's actually pretty crazy looking. I'm gonna switch over here to true color. We're gonna highlight the last 200 frames. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and switch y'all over here to that really quickly. So here's the current satellite view in terms of this cyclone. You can actually see how it's been rotating very, very well. You can actually see as the sun comes up here in the next few frames. There you go. You can see that very obvious counterclockwise rotation, has been starting to impact portions here of areas here in Nebraska. And like I said, I'm actually going to drop a few frames here. We're going to go back to 24 frames, so you can actually see in the latest view how we're starting to get a lot more immense cloud cover across the areas here north of that central cyclone. That's where all that thunderstorm activity is really starting to pop off here. So that's, like I said, where we got to really be looking out for the thunderstorm activity for the next little bit. Now, like I said, if you look closely on the satellite view, notice how these clouds over here are starting to thicken a bit here in the latest few scans. Now, that is where we are going to continue to see this line starting to grow. So right now, the line is existing across these regions. Now, eventually, as we continue down in time, this is going to start to grow out a bit, eventually slamming into eastern portions of Nebraska, then moving through portions here of western Iowa, and even portions here of southeastern South Dakota. And that's why we do have the largest, like I said, that is why we essentially do have ourselves, that risk out towards those regions there. But anyways, that's that. That is essentially what we're looking at. And everything going on. Let me actually zoom in a little bit closer. I'm going to get a little bit more of a closer view on that central cyclone. There you go. You can really see it rotating right there over southwestern side here of Nebraska. Right now, the low pressure here is apparently around 1,006 millibars, which, once again, is not really, too low, but it's definitely showing a pretty decent cyclone that's out there towards Nebraska. Anyways, but once again, everybody, we have a tornado warning or two tornado warnings in effect here across portions here of central Nebraska. Once again, we have our first one here towards Dunning. The area of rotation is now kind of pulling away from Dunning, which is definitely some good news, I guess. But like I said, obviously the rotation's definitely weakened a bit here. Like I said, Dunning is inside the warning. Lynn Scott as well. Like I said, for the next 6 minutes, you guys will be inside of this tornado warning here, but we'll definitely need to be, looking out for this here. But like I said, that is essentially what we are. Looking at. Also to the west of that, we have another tornado warning in effect here for the next 36 minutes here as well. So we'll need to consider watching this here as well. Once again, directly west here of Highway 83. This is directly where this tornado warning is located here. 36 minutes to go, essentially. Yeah, 36 minutes to go here until this does get canceled here. Like I said, once again, everybody, if you just now are joining us, like I said, not too long ago, they did actually issue a tornado watch for areas here of Nebraska, for portions here of southeastern South Dakota and western Iowa. I'm going to bring this back up here real quickly. But like I said, you can see this big pink box here. This right here, my friends, this is essentially, like I said, obviously this is essentially, once again, a tornado watch in effect for areas of western Iowa, portions here of central and eastern Nebraska, and southeastern South Dakota. So that is what we are looking at. Like I said, maximum wind gusts here up to 70 miles per hour inside the watch area. Maximum hail up to 2 inches in diameter, which is fairly large hail, up to basically egg size, as well as, like I said, obviously tornadoes. That's why it's a tornado watch out there. So that is that. Let's see, Haley, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Greatly appreciated. You're saying, am I going to get a tornado watch for 64060? So right now, that is not necessary. I don't think you will. I think you might get a severe thunderstorm watch, but I don't see you getting a tornado watch overall. It does look like an inland hurricane. It does. It really does. It's definitely a really interesting looking cyclone. That is absolutely for sure. Let's see here. Yesterday, Noble, Oklahoma was hit by a tornado. Can you believe it? Oh, yeah. No, like I said, yesterday, Oklahoma definitely got hit here pretty good overall. But once again, Haley, thank you so much for the donation. Greatly appreciated. Anyways, but yeah, back over here, we're going to be scanning for a little bit of rotation here. Like I said, definitely we are into that growing environment where tornadoes and, overall severe weather is going to really start to grow here. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch you all over here to my other radar program out here. We actually do have some reports of tornadoes here earlier. Let's actually go ahead and turn the I'm going to fix this motion here real quickly. Here, we'll go ahead and fix that. Start motion for morning. There we go. Anyways, but yeah, you can actually see you can literally see the rotation out of this cyclone here. Even on radar, it's pretty crazy. But like I said, we did have some reports out there earlier from tornadoes directly north of Arnold here. Let's see. Cluster County Emergency Manager reports tornado on the ground has since lifted. Let's see. Brief tornado touchdown again. So, like I said earlier, we were actually live during that whenever that did actually go confirmed here a little bit ago. So, once again, we've already had a tornado that's already happened today, which is pretty crazy. Let's see here. But like I said, right now, it honestly appears that rotation out of this newest tornado warning here might have faded out a bit. This is that tornado warning that's in effect for the next 33 minutes. Basically across portions here of, cross portions here of Highway 83 crossing the Dismal River. This is mostly rural areas, which is good news. For the most part, there's really not there's hardly anybody, if many people at all, across the warned area. So that's definitely good. Definitely some good news. Let's see here. But overall, that is that. But like I said, my friends, once again, y'all, please remain safe out there. Like I said, once again, today's main concern, if you guys are just joining, will be across portions here of, north central Nebraska, southeastern portions here of Nebraska. Eastern Nebraska, western Iowa, and southeastern portions here of South Dakota. Like I said, we actually do have ourselves a pretty decent overall, a fairly decent severe weather threat for today. Once again, large hail is actually the main concern here, following by some damaging winds, and obviously, the threat here for, once again, some tornadoes will be definitely a possibility. Like I said, we've already started seeing that tornado threat be very, very obvious here, in regarding to the current activity here right now. We're starting to get a bit of a lot of increased lightning activity out of this line here. Like I said, we are definitely starting to see this thing strengthen quite a bit. You can actually see here back in the current radar view from a little bit ago how it's just kind of a multi-cluster of thunderstorms. Here in the latest few frames, you can actually see that main mass has really kind of well evolved itself. So like I said, this thing is definitely starting to organize a bit. And like I said, since we're starting to move into the afternoon hours here, the sun's obviously heated up basically the ground a little bit, which is allowing for these these convective cells to start popping off. So like I said, we got to really be looking out for these ones here. Definitely got to keep an eye on it. See, but the clouds look nasty. It says Viper. Yeah, well, stay safe out there, my man. Definitely. But anyways, like I said, right now, currently we have 2 tornado warnings. Like I said, if you guys are just now joining us, we're going to pause this here in the latest frame. Like I said, we currently do have ourselves 2 tornado warnings in effect across portions here of central Nebraska, currently popping off right now. We have a tornado warning in effect for areas of Dunning. This is in effect here for basically the next, let's see here. This will remain in effect here. Actually, it looks like it just got expired. All right, well, that's no longer in effect there. We also have another tornado warning here to the west, across areas here north of Ringgold. This one right here is mostly over rural areas, but this one will expire here in about 30 minutes. But honestly, I have a feeling they might pull it a little bit earlier because, honestly, take a look here at the velocity. We really don't see any areas of rotation hardly occurring anymore. So honestly, I don't think that this is going to be necessary. Anytime. I think it's pretty much good to go right now, but like I said, it's also over mostly rural areas, which is definitely some great news here in general. But anyways, yep, no, like I said, we've been seeing a few of these little couplets popping off here, but you can even see them on the velocity over time. We can see like a lot of these little couplets really popping up. So like I said, it really just kind of goes to show you that we are in that environment where tornadoes are definitely going to be quite likely. Here for today. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop you guys over here back to the satellite view. Like I said, I really want to go ahead and show you guys that very obvious circulation that is currently occurring across southwestern areas here of Nebraska. Like I said, that rotation's definitely picked up a lot. Like I said, obviously we are seeing, this is the main system. This is basically the engine of the system here, driving all that severe weather. Once again, the low pressure system is, the center of it is located in southwestern Nebraska. Like I said, the northern sections here shows, pretty heavy convection occurring, overall. But yeah, that's that. Let's see here. But once again, like I said, you guys, if y'all have any questions, if y'all have anything you want, me to look at or anything, like I said, here, feel free to let us know. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, once again, consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like, be greatly appreciated. Like I said, it seriously helps out the channel. It will continue to, obviously, help out the channel quite a bit here, and obviously help, once again, save lives and all that. So it'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. Let me go back a few frames here. Interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, that almost was a bit of rotation there, right there. Yeah, look at that. That popped up here. Wow, that's right next to the radar. Maybe a bit of weak rotation was there. Ooh, hold on a minute. I don't know. Look at that. That theoretically could have been a weak tornado. Kind of slipped under the radar. That is possible. Well, more I look at it, probably not. I mean, yeah, it looks like that velocity was out. I still think that's that could have possibly been a little tornado that popped out through the radar there. That was a while ago, though. Like I said, a lot has happened since then. Yeah, there's the latest frame here. Back at velocity. Yeah, right now we're not seeing too much, really nowhere of rotation right now. Yeah, maybe a little bit towards Taylor. We were actually watching that here a little bit ago. Yeah, we were watching out there towards Taylor a little bit ago. Might have been a little bit of rotation there. Yeah, if you're towards Taylor, Nebraska, I mean, I'd just keep an eye on it. Definitely will keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Yeah, but other than that, there's really nothing too crazy. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go and hop you guys over here to this radar here. I want to go ahead and take a look and see. Oklahoma. Yeah, nothing's popping. Oh, hold on a minute. Got a storm, maybe a little bit of convective plumes. Yeah, look at that. A few little convective plumes starting to pop up there. Let's see here. Haley, thank you for the $2 super chat again. And saying, let's see. You know that I'm at a 5% tornado risk for my area. Yeah. Yeah, Kansas City is. Pretty sure, anyways. Let's see. Yeah, Kansas City is. Yep. But like I said, it looks like we might be seeing a little bit of that convection starting to kind of pop up here towards areas northeast of Lawton a little bit. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see here. Texas, yeah, pretty dry there towards Dallas region here. Let's try Lubbock. Yeah, pretty dry. So Texas is pretty much quiet right now. Same thing for Oklahoma, maybe a little bit of activity. Same thing for Kansas, relatively dry. Yeah, it's really right now just Nebraska that's starting to get that activity that's going to start, really kind of popping up here. So we'll definitely need to look out for that. Let's go see Kim Grayson. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and hop back over here to the, let's see. Okay, we're going to jump back to my main radar here. Once again, Kim Grayson, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Very, very sweet of you. See here. Yeah, but look at that radar in the last little bit. I mean, you can obviously see that very obvious circulation that's been occurring out there. Pretty crazy stuff. Looks like a new flash flood warning, or sorry, no, new severe thunderstorm warning. It's just been issued for Nebraska. Okay. All right, guys. So new severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect for Arcadia, Nebraska. This is basically south of Ord, east of Comstock, also east of Westerville. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here with a tornado possible tag on it. Yeah, they put a tornado possible tag on that with also the potential for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So we'll need to look out there for that. Let's see, expires in 24 minutes. So it's 24 more minutes to go on this guy. Let me look at the velocity on that. We're gonna see if there's a closer radar. Yeah, radar coverage where that storm's at, it's not the greatest. Let's see here, Arcadia. Okay. Yeah, once again, there's some areas out here in the Central Plains that just doesn't really have the best radar coverage. We need some more weather service radars out there. Tell you what, fill out those radar gaps. I mean, some areas have coverage. I mean, like some radar coverage, but it's just very far away from the radar. Some of these storms. But Arcadia, main concern here is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as quarter-size hail. Once again, this is directly east of Westerville, east of Comstock, south of Elria. Also west of North Loop, we need to watch out for. So, once again, heads up to you guys out there. It's actually the first severe thunderstorm warning that we've gotten in Nebraska. First one we've seen from Nebraska. So, see, Reed is by Ord, says Shanna. Oh, really? So Reed's out here. Apparently. Oh. Yeah, I knew that Reed was chasing. He actually got Dominator back up. Did y'all hear that? I don't know if you guys have, if y'all follow along with Reed Timmer, but he got Dominator back up. Yeah, definitely brings back some old memories of Storm Chasers, that's for sure. Yeah, I honestly don't even know why they still have this. I mean, not much to it. I mean, that's like probably really weak rotation. Yeah, they're probably just playing it safe out there, keeping that tornado warning in effect. Okay. Man, I tell you what, those storms have really taken off in the last while. Kim says, I love Dom 3. Oh, yeah. I think we all do. Yeah, Dominator 3 is pretty cool. But do you guys know? I think Reed is in Dom 3 today. He was in Dom 3 yesterday, while we were live. Actually, I remember that. Man, I could stare at this all day. But once again, everybody, like I said, if you guys are just now tuning in, I do want to take a brief second, y'all, to look at the Storm Prediction Center, guys. Like I said, just so you guys know who's at risk and who's not. So there's really 3 levels of severity for today. Level 1 is across the area here in the dark. Let's see, right across the areas here in the dark green. That right there, that is the level 1 out of 5. So there is a chance for a few, maybe a few strong to potentially a few, severe thunderstorms that could occur. Like I said, then we move into a level 2 across the areas here in the yellow. Let's see here, Stephanie. Thank you so much for the $1.06 donation. Greatly appreciated, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. But like I said, we have 3 levels today. We have level 1 across the dark green. So there's a chance for a few severe thunderstorms, but like I said, pretty low chance overall. We have a level 2. That's where things are a little bit more likely. But then, like I said, we have a level 3 across the areas here in Nebraska, western Iowa, southeastern South Dakota, like I said, north central and actually east central and northeastern areas here of Nebraska. Like I said, that's the big risk out there. Then once again, like I said, hail, 30% significant chance across those regions. Once again, like I said, that's the big territory. That's where we're seeing a good potential of maybe up to 2 inches in diameter hail. Like that's some big hail. Like I said, 15% chance here for some damaging wind gusts. Really large slight risk for damaging wind gusts out there. Maybe 60 to 70 miles per hour could be possible. Tornadoes probability, highest out there towards east Nebraska, northeast Kansas, northwestern Missouri, and western Iowa. Also a small sliver in southeastern South Dakota here. So overall, that is essentially what we are. That's what we're looking at. But like I said, we've already had some actually tornadoes being reported today, you guys. Like I said, here earlier, north of Arnold, Nebraska. We were actually live during this a little bit ago. Let's see, we're gonna hop back a couple of frames. Yeah, they issued a warning here. Let's go ahead and hop back to velocity. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. We had some other couplets popping off there too earlier. But yeah, this one really kind of took off. See, this is what we're going to be looking for today. If you guys don't know how to read radar, that is what you look for rotation. That's what rotation looks like on radar. Like I said, this is not really any heavy rotation, but you can see how that evolved. How it just really turns into this like really tight couplet. So that's what we need to be looking out for. And a correlation coefficient, there's a little drop right there underneath that heavy velocity. So that confirmed that there was a tornado. Also, on that warning a little bit ago, it was actually, confirmed by emergency management. But this was a while ago, y'all. This was not anytime soon. Yeah, you can see since then that storm has kind of died out. That's actually currently the same little area that tornado warning was issued for. Yeah, there's no reason to have this tornado warning that's currently in effect there anymore. I mean, you can see why they issued it because of that. They issued that warning as soon as it started kind of fading out, but yeah, don't really see much of any rotation on that one anymore. So I think that's pretty much just let go to expire here, which it actually has, let's see, 17 minutes to go, but I think they might even pull it a little earlier than that. I mean, like I said, really not seeing hardly anything out there. Once again, like I said, really not seeing too much of anything too crazy going on with that cell anymore. So, that's definitely some good news there. Let's see. Faye says yes. Reed is in Dom 3 today. Gotcha. Let's see. Lorraine says wind and rain here in Nashville tonight. Dark 2. Well, stay safe out there. Like I said, Nashville. Nashville's not supposed to get anything. It's Memphis that actually has a potential. Once again, Memphis has a marginal level 1 out of 5. It's really nothing too crazy out there. But like I said, there's a small chance for maybe a few strong to potentially severe thunderstorms that could occur. But honestly, really nothing too crazy is not really expected across those regions out there. So, but yeah. Let's see. Jeffrey says, "Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing all right." Let's see here. I'm not trusting these level cats today. I think it will upgrade in many areas. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, right now, like I said, right now we have an enhanced risk, which is that level 3 out of 5. Now, like I said, tomorrow as well, we got to keep it out there for areas like Iowa. Also, got to keep it out there for Iowa, northwestern Illinois, and southern Texas tomorrow. So we'll definitely watch out for that. Look at this. Yeah, back then on this scan, I mean, we had a couple areas of rotation that was popping off. But this one's by far the strongest here earlier. All right, we're going to go and pause that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I mean, right now I don't really see too much of any rotation, which is definitely some good news. Let me go ahead and hop back over here. So like I said, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, wow. 41-mile-per-hour wind gusts out of this storm here. So this is right here towards Arcadia. No longer in effect for Arcadia. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Southwest of Ord, east of Comstock, east of Westcott. This is for a tornado possible. Might be a little bit of rotation in that here, directly west of Highway 70. Yeah, so I guarantee you probably Reed is on this one. Somebody said they're in Ord, so he's probably traveling south on 70. I'd assume, or traveling west here on like let's see, Sargent Road. But yeah, like I said, tornado possible on it. Maybe a little bit of a couplet popping up here. Hail quarter size. Winds up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there, so we'll need to watch out for that. Also, take a minute to realize how much lightning has kicked up here in the last couple of minutes, really, or several minutes, really. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah, things have been really kind of cranking a bit. But yeah, so that's in effect. Once again, they still have a tornado warning here for 14 minutes, but like I said, I don't see why they still have this here. I mean, because that rotation we were watching there earlier has pretty well faded out by then. I mean, like I said, we go back in time here. I mean, you notice how, I mean, yeah, there was a bit of rotation right there. This thing actually, you know, that very rotation did actually produce a tornado right over here. Once again, in central Nebraska. But yeah, as we tracked its way down in time here, you know, they reissued that warning as soon as it started kind of decaying, and now it's just nothing. Yeah, really now there's nothing. So that's going to be let to expire. Once again, though, like I said, it's over rural areas. Let's see here. This is for northwestern Logan County and northeastern McPherson and southwestern Thomas County. So that's currently where that is at. Oh, what's that? Hey, yo. There's an area here of highlighted velocity out there towards the radar site. Y'all see that? We should. All right, we're gonna watch that as that pulls away from the radar here. I would keep an eye on it. I mean, other than that, don't see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little suspicious of that severe thunderstorm warning. Just a little bit. Let's see. We're going to switch to a different radar. Let's try one south of Hastings here. Yeah, once again, radar coverage on that storm is not the best. Let's see here. This is nothing here, and we'll be out around 5 p.m., says Lauren. Gotcha. Will Florence, Alabama be okay today and tomorrow? Today, there's no risk for... or tomorrow, there's no risk for severe weather. Today, only northwestern Alabama has a small marginal risk out there for maybe some gusty winds. But, yeah, that's about it. It says, shows under a flood warning. That would honestly not surprise me with the amount of rain we've been seeing here. Yeah, we have a lot of flood watches. Yeah, we have a lot of flood watches actually in effect for Texas and Oklahoma. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys that real quickly. We're gonna switch you all over here to the full screen. So yeah, here's the current watches and stuff. We got ourselves, let's see here. Yeah, apparently a lot of heat advisories across the west here. And we got ourselves, let's see, a lot of these flood watches across, you know, Oklahoma and Texas here. Let's see, Shanna with a $20 super chat. Shanna, that is super. Thank you so much, Shanna. That is awesome. That is super, super sweet of you. Shanna, seriously, big thumbs up goes to you. Thank you so much. That is super sweet of you. Shanna, Big thank you. That is very, very generous of you. Thank you so much, Shanna. That means a lot. If there's anything I can do for you, Shanna, please let me know. And everyone, please give Shanna a big thank you for donating. That is awesome. Really means a lot. Really helps us out. Thank you absolutely so much, Shanna. Seriously. Very, very sweet. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see. They issued another severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. For the areas here towards Greeley Center. Yeah, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Let's see. Greeley Center, Wabash, west of Spalding, and west of Primrose here. So that's that. See, Shanna says, appreciate what you do. Thank you so much, Shanna. Seriously, that means a lot. It really does. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, Shanna, thank you absolutely so much. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna hop back to this other radar view. Yeah, I wanted to look at that little area. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, honestly, like I said, I still don't know why they still have. I really still don't know why they have a tornado warning here in effect. I hope they didn't forget about it. They're probably just gonna let it run out. Honestly. At this point, since it has 9 minutes to go, they're probably just going to let it go. Let's see here. But on that new severe thunderstorm warning they just issued for, like, say, Greeley Center, they did not include tornado possible on that one. Yeah, so they just put hail up to quarter size, and they just put 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility out there. So that's... Yeah, that's what we've seen so far. Let me look here. Wow, dude. Yeah, but there you go, my friends. Like I said, things are really starting to pop up. Let's try Omaha radar. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of a little itty-bitty cell. It's really not that big of a cell, actually. Let's see, is Columbus a good staging area? You mean for, like, severe weather? Well, if you're talking severe weather, whenever it comes to it today, there's no threat out there. I will tell you, though, if you live across Ohio for Sunday, it might be something to watch. Yeah, actually, since I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky, this is where I'm based from, and we actually have a threat for Sunday. Yeah, but that storm's mostly weakened. Let's see. So the radar site there towards Thedford currently getting hit by some pretty strong thunderstorm activity. I'm going to hop back several frames here, you guys. I want to go ahead and show you guys how much the system has evolved in the last little while. Let's see. We're going to hop back here. I mean, look. So we were live at this point whenever it's just a bunch of clustered thunderstorms. And you can see how recently everything's just kind of getting compressed. So, yeah, things are definitely looking a lot stronger than they definitely looking a lot stronger than they are or they were a little bit ago. So that's good news. Or that's not good news. Let's see. But yeah, once again here towards Ord. This is out where, like I said, Reed was at. From what I heard, was in Ord, Nebraska. Y'all can't really see that. Let me do something real quickly. Getting a bit creative here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab my snipping tool. Pull this up. There you go. 41-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. 23-mile-per-hour sustained winds has been reported. Get rid of that. We don't want that. But, yeah, pretty gusty out there towards Ord. That's probably a likely reason they also issued that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see. I'm not good with weather. When it's severe, does that mean it will always have a tornado? No, not necessarily. So basically the criteria to be classified as a severe thunderstorm, the wind gusts have to be up to 58 miles per hour or more, quarter size hail, so 1-inch hail or larger, and obviously a tornado would make it severe. So either a tornado, quarter size hail or larger, and wind gusts higher than 58 miles per hour. That right there is considered severe. What's going on down here? Got a few other little pop-ups here. Let's see. What's going on back there? Oh, they've kind of been there for a little bit. Yeah, I just didn't see them. Here, let me bring you guys back over here to the satellite view real quickly. Yeah, like I said, y'all, look at this. So this is currently what's happening in Nebraska. And you know what? You can actually start to see. Wow, look at that. Yeah, those clouds are definitely getting a lot more thicker out here. See that? So we're going to start to see that tail start to grow a lot here. We're going to start to see this this big line start to fire down there, essentially. And then, like I said, eventually this line right here will push its way up here to the northeast. Once again, impacting portions here of western Iowa, southeastern South Dakota, and obviously, like I said, east central and north central. Really just a lot of areas here. You know, a lot of these grounds. It's like in the really big area for severe weather. So, yeah, like I said, heads up to you guys out there. It's back to the storm prediction. Yeah, so this is what I was telling you guys actually about for Sunday. You know, including me actually. Listen, for my friends out here in towards Kentucky, we gotta watch out for possible severe weather out here. Like I said, tomorrow. This is tomorrow's threat. I gotta look. Tomorrow's kind of target areas for areas here of like southern Texas, you know, central Iowa, northwestern Illinois. There, yeah. Once again, pretty decent tornado threat. Not too bad. Though, across like Iowa and portions of Illinois, we actually have 2 other little tornado threats out there too. Hail damaging winds. Yeah. Let's see. Potential is too low for those days. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see here. See, I think they start filming Twister 2 this weekend in Oak. Really? Yeah, I heard they were making a new Twister movie. Personally, I don't think it's going to be as good as the first. Hate to spoil it, but I don't think it's going to be as good as the first. Let's see here, Greeley Center. All right, once again, yeah, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, y'all. Still in effect here for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here south of Spalding, towards once again Greeley Center. Got to keep an eye on this guy, as it definitely could be producing some gusty winds out there. Could cause some damage. Let's see, could become a snowstorm for Canada or not. Don't think so. Yeah, no. This is just going to kind of fade out. Yes, it's actually going to go through like the out through Iowa, through actually going to it's kind of going northeast right now, but eventually it's going to actually kind of move its way southeastward. Let me actually go and show you what I'm talking about real quickly. So there's the models. This is the NAM 3-kilometer model. So obviously, like I said, right now the circulation's in southwestern Nebraska. That you can see as we track way down in time. Now here later on, look at that. Kind of a big rope of thunderstorms. But like I said, obviously, you know, as we track way down in time here, you know, that line is kind of doing like a, yeah, kind of like a motion like that. So that's what's going to be impacting us here in Kentucky for the commute here on Sunday. But that's that. Wow. It's a lot of thunderstorm activity, I tell you what. All right, we're going to hop back over to the radar here. There you go. Okay, that could be a growing concern here. Yeah, that right there looks like that might be starting to be a bit of a concern that might be growing here. A bit of rotation starting to pop up. Let's see here. Hey, Andrew, what is my favorite season to cover? I love hurricane season. That's my favorite to cover. Love tracking them. Love forecasting them. They're so much fun. I love severe season too, but You know, too much of it gets kind of old after a while. Not gonna lie. See here, Sunday, it'll hit Kentucky and Ohio. Yeah, pretty much. That's what we're looking out for. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that little area. It looks like that might be a possible concern. This is north of Cincia, or Cinisa. However, northwest of Thedford, northwest of the radar there. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for a lot of these areas. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that guy. We'll see. See here, no major storms in the Ohio Valley tonight or tomorrow. No. Yeah, no, we're good across the Ohio Valley for the next 2 days. When am I getting a tornado watch? We don't know. I don't even know if you will get a tornado watch. Let's see here. Okay, they just canceled that one warning, y'all. So that one storm that was basically near Arcadia, north of Arcadia, basically east of Comstock here. Yeah, they just now canceled that. They got rid of it. Let's see. Lady says, okay, so you're based out of Kentucky, where I grew up. Yeah. Do I work for Ryan Hall or Andy Hill? If not, what a great team you would make if not already. No, I do not. No, I'm a one-man show here. I do not work with them. Let's see here. Make if not already. Let's see, still have family in the 424. See, you said 42431. This is here in Madisonville. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm up here, obviously here towards Louisville, where we're based out of. But here for Madisonville, like I said, obviously, whenever it comes to it, for Sunday, Madisonville is actually in the marginal risk out there, that level 1 out of 5 on the spectrum. So not necessarily too high of a probability, but yeah, I said obviously not too high of a probability out there, but it can't be ruled out, essentially. Yeah, we're gonna keep on scanning those areas. Some of those little signs out there are looking a little suspicious. Like that right there, it's pretty broad, pretty weak right now, but last few scans, it kind of just got pulled into existence here. You see? Kind of worried that might tighten up. Don't want it to. Let's see here. No, he'd be better without them. See, yeah, Ryan's in Kentucky too. I think he's on Eastern Kentucky though. Pretty sure he's in Eastern Kentucky. I'm in Western Kentucky. Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta watch even these little guys too. Anyways, update for y'all. We're gonna hop y'all back over here to the other side here. Like I said, we have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. Oh, they got rid of that tornado warning eventually. I forgot to tell you all that. But like I said, finally they did. But we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Greeley Center, south of Spalding, west of Primrose, west of Timber Creek, and east of Ord, also east of North Loop. This is in effect for the next 26 minutes for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility. See, not everyone's hanging with big egos. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Yeah, you know, sometimes that's just kind of the shame. You know, for the smaller weather streamers, it's really hard to get going. You know. See here, severe thunderstorm warning here in effect. Oh, it's a new one. It just now popped up here in Oklahoma, southwest of Oklahoma City, here towards Rush Springs. That's a low precipitation storm there, too. Towards Chickasha, towards Ninica. See, Norge, Farewell, Mount View, Rush Springs. Yeah, they're towards Sterling. Let's see. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. So basically, yeah, it's quarter size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So just kind of like a baseline, severe thunderstorm warning that's there. Holy cow! What's going on down here, bro? Like, this is all generalized thunderstorm areas here. Let's see, hold on a minute. Yeah, these guys just randomly popped up here. Whoa, this guy has 1.75 inch hail too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got a cover in Florida. Panhandle apparently is getting lit up here towards Nixon, south of Youngstown, west of Kennard here, north of Cook, east of Brandonville. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail possible. Wow. That's crazy. That is really nuts. Let's see. North of that, we have, north of it, that sells only for basically, nickel size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This actually includes southwestern Georgia as well, towards Bainbridge. So you're young, you'll preserve as the old head moves on. Yeah. I mean, kind of. I feel like I'm getting older. Yeah, I literally just turned 21 last month. Let's see, my parents are RVing down in Florida right now. You know which part of Florida? Yeah, if you know which part of Florida, I could probably look out there. Is Kansas City going to see anything today? Kansas City is in a risk for today. You guys do have the potential for a few strong to, potentially severe thunderstorms out there. Main concern is actually damaging winds and hail. But there's also a 5% tornado risk out there as well. So we'll need to, we'll definitely need to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Yeah, once again, that's that. But wow, they put a tornado possible tag on that one. So that one was not tornado possible tag like probably 10 minutes ago or so. So that's something they just recently did. All right, we're gonna hop back over the radar here. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't look like that area I was telling y'all to keep an eye out there for is really evolving. It's just kind of just sitting there. I don't know. I still think it's not impossible. This thing could wrap up a little bit. Let's see here. Northeast Florida. Gotcha. So out of the Panhandle, I guess. I'm in Central Texas, west of Austin, and the winds are pretty fast. Let's see. Yeah, the winds have been picking up a lot of places here. Let's see, winds, about 16 miles, gusts up to 20. Kind of seems to be like the big thing out there. Huh. Yeah, well, look at that. So once again, everybody, heads up to my friend who lives out there towards Greeley Center in central Nebraska. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and shut these blinds behind me. They're a little blinding. So I'm going to shut these real quick. Like I said, that's the thing about staring at computer monitors for a while is it really gets, really hurts your eyes. Let's see here. So, Northeast Florida, I think you guys are relatively good. Yeah, there's really not much of that severe activity happening out there. Now, there is a few little pop-up storms, but they're not severe. There we go. Yeah, I got my new list here, so I can actually see whenever new warnings get issued. Yeah, like I said, they didn't even put out a severe weather risk out here for... Yeah, they didn't even put out a severe weather risk, like even a marginal risk out there in Florida. And wow. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna do a little update here on Nebraska. So that line's still kicking off here. Like I said, right there towards Taylor, it looks pretty strong. I'd even say maybe a little bit of wind gusts and maybe some small hail north of Taylor could be possible. A little bit of area of purple and pink there. On the color table over here, that represents some ice crystals, most likely some ice crystals that could be, theoretically reaching the ground and maybe producing some hail. Probably nothing severe, but that's that. D says, thanks. You're very welcome. Did I get a new chair? Haley, no, I don't get paid until the 21st. Yeah, YouTube pays on the 21st, which kind of sucks. But okay, I get paid every month here. But I haven't had a chance to yet, so but I will eventually when I get paid. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, no, but things have quieted down a bit here in Nebraska. Yeah, we had a few of those tornado warnings that kept on popping up out there. The heck is that? Hold on. I want to go get... That's a little interesting looking. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of outbound winds out there. Yeah, like I said, we're just kind of... Just kind of waiting and seeing if, it can literally pop up in a matter of like 2 frames. I tell you what, there's likely some gusty winds on this here. See, it's supposed to rapidly develop here in a line. Looks like on radar. Yeah, no, Drew, it is. Let me actually show you guys the model really quickly. Let me hop you all back over here to the HRRR for a moment. So basically, here's like the Futurecast, essentially. Take this how you want, but like I said, the models are not really too perfect. But we track our way down in time here. Yeah, it really kind of shows maybe like around 7, 8 o'clock or so. It really kicks off. Oh, it's gonna really, yeah. According to things, it's actually gonna really start to pop off here relatively soon, actually. But like I said, you can see how that line's going to start to grow more kind of southeast over the next couple of hours. Eventually rolling through like Lincoln, maybe around 5 o'clock. That says 6, but that's Eastern time. So that's that. But eventually, like I said, this is going to be rolling through Omaha and then really start to grow into a pretty nasty looking line for western Iowa and northwestern areas here of Missouri. And like I said, also can't forget about my friends out there in southeastern South Dakota too. And then, like I said, we take a look here down towards Texas. I mean, shoot, everything's gonna really explode here, probably around like 6 or 7. Which we're gonna keep an eye on that. Let's see here. What? Hold on a minute. Guys, I gotta show you something. Oh, wrong screen. I got some new information for y'all. They are now literally considering issuing another watch here. Across Texas this time. Oh, shoot. Wrong screen. We're not starting. We've already been live for a bit. But look at this. So the Storm Prediction Center just put out a mesoscale discussion, what they call it. They circled areas here in western Texas. Storms likely to develop quickly over the next several hours, with areas of hail falling by severe gusts. So obviously when it comes to tornadoes, not really a big problem out there. Probability of watch issuance is a 60% chance probability. So got to watch out for some rapid development here. Like I said, watch issuance probability 60%. So it's a fairly good chance that we could see a new watch being issued out there. So we will watch that, actually. So we got to keep an eye. We got to keep on watching Texas now too, because, like I said, they're considering issuing a watch now. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Anyways, but my friends, I want to go ahead and say, y'all, if you have not already, please consider subscribing. Like I said, I really don't, ask you guys for much on this channel. But like I said, if you guys could, please consider subscribing. Like I said, we're literally so close to 13,000 subscribers now. We're at 12,942, and we have like over 400 people watching. So if you guys could, please, like I said, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, maybe sharing this with a friend or family member. And like I said, if you guys would like to go the extra step, like I said, consider donating as well. It really helps us out, helps out the channel, helps me personally, because this is my new job essentially. So anything helps. It really does. Anything does help. Also helps keep the radars up and running. So obviously these programs we use is unfortunately not free, because weather, you would not be surprised at how expensive weather programs are. It's crazy. See, Trailer Park says I subscribed. Thank you. Yeah, greatly appreciated, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. All right, we're gonna do a little update back here in Florida. Yeah, I'm a little interested in Florida. What's going on right now? Like I said, they're not even in that severe weather risk, and we're already seeing some of these storms here with literally golf ball size hail being possible. We got some wind gusts, winds moving about 14 miles per hour out there. But 60 mile per hour wind gusts here as well as, like I said, obviously golf ball size hail could be possible. This one's 2-inch hail. Holy cow! The one directly north. Okay, so this is towards areas of Cottondale. This is towards, let's see, areas of Stelly City, Alford, Kent Mill, Round Lake, Compass Lake, Simsville, Oakdale. 13 minutes to go on this guy. Look at that, 60 mile per hour wind gust and 2-inch hail. Holy cow. Dude. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Let's see here. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Yeah, so definitely bring your animals inside. Also stay well away from windows. Yeah, hail that big could easily shatter your windows. And you don't want to be next to it when it happens. Also, we got a storm here in southwestern Georgia towards Bainbridge. Bainbridge here. Towards Climax, we have Ottapulgus and Foulstown for quarter-size hail at 60 miles per hour. So, yeah. But that is that. Let's see here. Also, wow, look at, I didn't even realize how many storms are popping off here in Georgia right now. Not severe, but yeah, we got some storm activity all across Georgia too popping off right now. I mean, like I said, today across the country, we're seeing a lot of thunderstorm activity. Oh shoot, okay. Whew, I thought we had a tornado warning, but no. But we actually, hold on a minute. We actually have ourselves a new severe thunderstorm warning and a 55 mile per hour wind gust being reported out here towards Ord. Yeah, that just now popped up, but it's been. Let's see here. Station reported wind gusts of 55 miles per hour. Let's see. This was as of 1834 UTC. So this was, yeah, a while ago. Interesting. So definitely some nearly damaging wind gusts being reported out there. Also, like I said, there's a new warning that just got issued for that area. So Ord is now back inside of the severe thunderstorm warning here. For the next 41 minutes, they have it. Let's see, for areas of Ord, Spelt, Sumter, Olean, Saunders, and Elria. See here. Yeah, we're getting some reports here of like up to 41 mile per hour wind gusts out there. Still occurring. Yeah, still occurring. But like I said, things have definitely been cranking here a little bit. Man. Yeah, once again, my friends, yeah, please just remain safe out there. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Like I said, we'll be here for y'all. But like I said, yeah, we obviously got to watch on Texas too, you guys. Because like I said, not too long ago, Storm Prediction Center came across and they said that we're seeing a possibility for a watch being issued for western Texas here. Watch probability is actually a 60% chance. So overall, that's pretty good chance out there. Pretty good chance for a new watch being issued. Let's see here. Watch possible. Yeah, they put out that a little bit ago. 21 minutes ago, actually. Well, they put another Mesoscale discussion here, too. 60% chance for this watch being issued across north central Texas, south central Oklahoma. I like to inform about 21Z, so that's literally in like 2 hours. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my friends, guys, here in the next 2 hours or so, we're going to start to see a lot of activity start to pop up. Just letting you know now. And we still got that watch. By the way, we have a tornado watch in effect, y'all, for eastern Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, and western Iowa, by the way. 40% chance of a tornado happening in that watch area. Chances of an EF2 tornado or higher is a 20% chance across the watch area. Damaging winds, 40% chance across the watch area. Damaging winds, basically 70 plus, is 20% chance. Large hail, 60% chance. And really large hail, 2 inches in diameter or larger, 60% chance as well. So overall, pretty good chance out there. Okay. Guys, they just got rid of a severe thunderstorm warning out here in Nebraska. Let me bring you guys back out there. So so the one warning we just had in effect here. Yeah, like I said, for Greeley Center out there, my friends. Greeley Center, south of Erickson, west of Spalding, west of Primrose, and west of Cedar Rapids. You guys are no longer under that warning. It just now got canceled. So you guys are good to go out there. Pull that up. But yeah, no, you can actually, look at that latest radar signature. So really starting to show that tail starting to grow quite a bit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that tail's starting to grow. And like I said, eventually at some point, y'all, that tail end is going to be growing pretty far down in the south, then moving its way up here to the northeast, eventually impacting western Iowa, southeastern South Dakota. Minnesota on the southwestern side actually does have a small little marginal risk out there. See, that's the info I was concerned about. Texas weather, gusts and hail are not going to be friendly. Yeah, it's a possibility of, both of those occurring. Like I said, there's the watch we have up there. Go ahead and turn off that mesoanalysis data. And let me turn on the mesoscale discussions. Yeah, you can see those two areas. That's where they're considering issuing those watches. So here, once again, here probably within the next hour or so, we might get 2 new watches being issued. One out here towards like Wichita Falls, basically, Lawton, Oklahoma, South Central Oklahoma, North Central Texas, and then the other one here towards like Snyder, Midland, Fort Stockton, Sanderson, Alpine, those regions. So we'll watch out for that. Let's see. Rex says hi, y'all. What's up? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Mason, Crystal? What's up, y'all? Wow. Let's see. We're gonna. Man. Oh, shoot. New tornado warning just popped up, y'all. There you go. This is for Mullen and Kelso. This is now in effect across Highway 2 and Highway 97. This is brand new information just coming through here. Was that one that little area I was talking about? I swear. Wow, it is, wasn't it? What did I tell y'all? I had a feeling. What did I say? Okay, if y'all have been here for a while, I straight up called that eventually producing a tornado. That's some tight rotation, too. Wow, look at that. Okay, nothing on correlation coefficient yet. Holy kale. I said holy kale. I mean, holy cow. No, but it seems like as soon as that area of weak rotation hit this outflow, it really cranked up. Really cranked up in rotation. So that thing's likely a tornado on the ground. Could very well be. Yeah, I just can't believe I actually managed to call that. Yeah, but as soon as you seen the outflow from this thunderstorm, likely some gusty winds. See, that was the problem, is that the storm had plenty of inbound, winds heading towards the radar. Radar's right here. Not too many outbounds, so the winds are pretty weak going this way, pretty strong going this way. But the strong outbounds met up with the pretty decent inbound winds, and that's why it really kind of wrapped up out there. Look at that. Yeah, I would not be surprised if within the next few updates we get a confirmed tornado here. Areas towards Mullen should seriously watch this. So if you guys know anybody, if you live in Mullen, Nebraska, yeah, watch out. You might be getting a tornado here soon. Oh, that looks like it's tracking right towards Mullen, doesn't it? Here, I'm going to turn off the tracking for a moment. Yeah, Mullen might get scraped. Wow, dude, that's picked up quite a bit. Let me request some more data coming through. Hold on. I'm requesting to download some radar data. Maybe get a quicker update out there. But my goodness, yeah, I would seriously not be surprised if one of these next frames we get a confirmed tornado. But like I said, if you live towards Mullen, seriously, big heads up to you guys out there. This includes Highway 2 between mile markers 174 and 192. Highway 97 between mile markers 58 and 78. So that's a little bit of a heads up for y'all. Come on, new update. Waiting for an update from the radar. See, Rita's heading to that tornado. Okay. Yeah, that's not surprising. Let's see here. Yeah, Ord is back there, so he's hard telling where he's at right now. Yeah, no, that's picked up a lot. Oh! Whoa, what the heck? Apparently we got a non-tornado warned confirmed tornado as well towards Spalding. Damaging tornado, public confirmed tornado. Whoa! Spalding, y'all, towards Greeley Center. We are now getting reports of a tornado being confirmed out there. Radar's just so bad we can't see. Oh. That rotation might be falling apart a little bit. Let's see. Correlation coefficient. I don't see any debris signatures. Also could be a factor of it not hitting anything. But anyways, but no, y'all, we got a new, yeah, no, this is another one. Mason, this is a different one. Yeah, this is that tornado warning we were watching. This is the one that just popped up, confirmed immediately. See, Spalding, southeast of Erickson, west of Primrose. 25 miles east of Ord, moving northwest at 55 miles per hour. Damaging tornado, public confirmed tornado. See, Reed is on it. So is Reed on the Spalding storm? Do you know if Reed's on the Spalding storm? Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Mullen one. That rotation might have. I don't know, we'll continue watching that here very, very closely. Epsy says it's a massive wedge. Yeah, I just wish we had better radar coverage out there. Let's see. We're gonna hop over to this radar for a moment. Oh, they just issued another tornado warning ahead of it. Yep, observed. So they now include Bartlett here inside of the inside the warning here. Let's see velocity on that. Yeah, right in there. Yeah, right in there is likely where that rotation's at. Let's see here. Omaha. Man, radar's terrible out here. Also got reports of quarter-size hail towards Elria. So, like I said, if you guys are just now tuning in here, like I said, we're watching a couple of areas, actually. First of all, we got ourselves a bit of... a lot of rotation popping off here towards Mullen. Kind of just north of Mullen here, which warranted a tornado warning here. Also east of that, we now have a tornado warning that's been confirmed, been observed towards Bartlett, Spalding, and let's see here, Erickson. So he's at the Spalding tornado. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, goodness. So, yeah, we're going to need to really look out for that. Going to need to watch out for this one. How's Oklahoma looking? Right now, Oklahoma's pretty much good to go. Hardly, let's see. Yeah, not seeing anything happening right now. See, it says damaging tornado. Yeah. Okay. That rotation on that one cell, maybe towards Mullen, might be fading a bit. Seems like it went outflow. It seems like that outflow really took over. Probably caused it to get undercut by a bunch of winds, you know? It's kind of what I think is the area circulation got undercut by a lot of these. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, you can see it coming from a long ways. Wow. Oh, another tornado warning just popped up. Whoa! 2 new tornado warnings just popped. Okay, y'all. Things are getting wacky now. Hold up. Wow, dude, that just like pulled out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. So we now have ourselves. Let's see. We're gonna hop back over here. New tornado warning in effect for areas here towards let's see, west of Genoa, east of Fullerton. New one towards Bartlett. Yeah, that's the one that's been observed. Also, another one been issued for like Burwell, Dalveri. Wow. Yeah, and we also have this other one here towards Mullen. That's the one we were watching here for a little bit. My goodness, dude. Had to throw the shades on, y'all. Getting a bit of a headache. Wedge tornadoes on the ground, says PayPal. That's not good. Yeah, so if you live towards Spalding, if you live out here towards Bartlett, Stoker's Ranch, let's see, Cumminsville. Yeah, those areas out there, west of Dave Ranch. Not good for Spalding, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that's for, let's see, Greeley, Garfield, and Wheeler counties. So that's in effect for those areas out there. So if you live out there, y'all, once again, heads up to you guys. Like I said, they literally just pulled out like a bunch of tornado warnings just now. So, let's see, we got a 1, 2. Wow. Yeah, honestly, part of me thinks that this one cell towards Mullen might be fading a bit. Because, like I said, I think the outflow's getting a hold of it. It's a big tornado in Reed's feed. Wow, dude. Yeah, once again, I just wish radar coverage was better out there. It kind of sucks. I mean, because to me, it just looks like a bunch of, bunch of inflow. Let's try KOAX here, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit of rotation out there east of Fullerton. Golly. All right. Well, guys, I tell you what. I think I'm probably going to call it for now. Call it a stream for now. So I know things are just popping off, but I have a massive headache that just started popping off here. So what I'm probably going to do is, since like I said, we've been live for a while today, which I'm definitely thankful for. I think once the storms start to roll, like tonight, move their way into like western Iowa, I think we're going to go live then to cover that. Let's see. We're going to hop y'all back over here to the view. Yeah, like I said, here in a little bit, yeah, these storms are going to start going into the enhanced risk area. We'll probably go back live as soon as they start, getting towards Omaha maybe. As soon as they start going through, like, Iowa, which I think, let's see, what time is that? Yeah, I just got a piercing headache that just started. So, let's see here. But, yeah, that'll probably be around, like, maybe 8, 9 o'clock Eastern. So, we'll be going back live here probably later on tonight. That's all right with y'all. But once again, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I hate to do this, but I am just... Yeah, it's just terrible. Very, very bad. It's like just all of a sudden I just got a big headache, and I'm lightheaded and all that stuff too. Wow. But once again, you guys, just please stay safe out there. And like I said, if there's anything we can do, make sure you join our Discord. That's something I will tell you to do. I'll be on our Discord if y'all have any questions, anything like that. And like I said, obviously, we're gonna watch out for that. But see, but yeah. But we'll be back here later on tonight, my friends. But once again, yeah, join our Discord, join everything. Like I said, obviously we have our merchandise, stuff like that, cool stuff down there. Like I said, consider checking all that stuff out, my friends, and it'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, once again, sorry we're calling a little bit early here, but like I said, just seriously getting a little bit headaches, getting pretty bad. So, anyways. Thank you so much, lady. Greatly appreciated. And, all right, well, guys, we'll be back here later on tonight to cover the ending or kind of the later portion of this event. And we'll catch you guys later on. All right, my friends, stream's going to head off here in 2 minutes. Say goodbye to your friends and family. Like I said, consider, once again, subscribing if you have not already. Maybe leaving a like. And if you'd like to, maybe send a donation to help out the channel. Like I said, we have our Cash App, but it's one way. Little dollar icon, Andrew13155. We have that there in the chat. Right there in the description, first thing we mentioned in the description, so check that out if you'd like to support us. But all right, y'all, thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys here later on. Once again, we love y'all. Please stay safe out there, and we'll continue the coverage here later on tonight. Peace out, my friends. Stay safe.
Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers in the morning. Highs around 70. Chance of rain 20%. Monday night and Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. Highs in the upper 70s. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers. Lows in the mid-50s. Wednesday through Thursday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 80s. Lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 20%. At 2 p.m. in Lincoln, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 82 degrees, the dew point 67, and the relative humidity 60%. The wind was southeast at 18 miles an hour, gusting to 28. The pressure was 29.81 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska, at Grand Island, it was mostly sunny, with a temperature of 80. It was partly sunny, with a temperature of 83 at Beatrice, 77 at Plaquemine, 77 at Columbus, and 74 at Norfolk. It was cloudy, with a temperature of 75 at Omaha, 79 at Nebraska City, and 70